When she isn't skipping her team from the Rideau Curling Club in Ottawa, Anne Merklinger is head of the Canadian Canoe Association. So far, hey, it's been pretty good. She's been tipped up just twice as she looks to paddle her way into the playoffs. The water, though, has been a little bit rougher for Shannon Kleibrink from the Calgary Curling Club. Quick start, but oh, so since then, and now she sits at 4-3 and a fourth loss. Just might turn her turtle. Just one team in first place, and it's the reigning world champion, Sandra Schmirler, and then Merklinger by herself in second, followed by Bodogh, Kleibrink, Law at 4-3, as well as Marilyn, Bodogh. And then you see the two teams at 4 losses. They're really in danger. Lalaberty, Manitoba on the bottom at 1-6. And remember, unlike the Canadian system, 4 teams make it. Not at the world level, just 3. Here at the Olympic Curling Trials as they continue from Brandon. Now, I know they're probably singing about the joys of Christmas, but they could also be singing the praises of the great curling we've seen all this week at these Olympic curling trials. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to TSN's continuing coverage from Brandon. We have no carols for you tonight, but we do have an Anne and a Shannon. We have Anne Merklinger from the Rideau Curling Club in Ottawa at 5-2, just one game out of first place, against Shannon Kleibrink from the Calgary Curling Club, sitting at a big bunch at 4-3. And the feeling is that, 4 losses might be too much to get you anything this week. Let's go to the Keystone Center now and join Lyndon Ray.
Both of the teams we're going to see tonight qualified through Bonspiel's last season. And Anne Merklinger, you'd say, qualified because she plays aggressively, but hasn't shown us everything this week.
Well, I was really surprised the other day when she played Sandra Schmirler. Anne has to get back to what got her here, and that's to be aggressive. She played a couple ends at the end of that game against Sandra that I was really surprised the calls she made, and threw some weight that was questionable. I think Anne really has to step it up again, and as I say, get back to why she got here and how she got here. She has a great mind for the game. She knows the game. She's got that Southern Ontario pattern, and so she has to use it. The free guard zone rule is made for her, and she's got to get back to it.
Shannon Klybrink calls her play semi-aggressive. Lost a bit of a heartbreaker this afternoon, had a chance possibly to steal a game from Kathy Borst. In 1993, actually, these two skips met at the Scott Tournament of Hearts. Shannon Klybrink finished with a record of 6-5. If she can win tonight, maybe play a little more aggressively, she has a chance to knock Merklinger back in the standings, which would make our Thursday after round-robin play very, very interesting.
The men just play once today. It was this afternoon, their 7th draw, and the key game was Ed Wernick against Kerry Burtnick. Both of them 4-2 coming into round 7. They were tied 2-2 playing the 5th. This the final stone for the wrench out of the Churchill Curling Club. The 2-time Canadian, 2-time world champion, and look at this. Angle, raise, off the 4-foot to lie 2 to break the tie. He'd win it in extra end, 6-5. Meanwhile, Mike Harris dropped his second, so he and the wrench are tied, leaving Burtnick, McDonald, Martin at 3 losses, as well as David Smith. Madaw stays alive, so does Stoughton, but Howard, 5 losses, may be too much. Kevin Park is at 1-6. The men will play their final 2 rounds on Thursday. Just a reminder, your comments, your questions, all about curling, we want to hear from you on the World Wide Web.tsn.ca/curling. So when we come back to the Keystone Center, it will be Merklinger against Kleibrink. It's the 8th draw of women's play here at the Olympic Curling Trials on TSN.
At Altamira, our company philosophy is simple. Invest more. More time, more resources, more of what you deserve.
We've made a lot of changes based on client surveys.
Because when you invest with Altamira, you're part of our company. It's as simple as that.
I got a really interesting email from an investor yesterday.
Oh, yeah? Well, let's punch it up and have a look.
Altamira, helping you take control.
The new wizard.
Remove grout.
Clean a golf club. Sharpen tools.
Cut right through this screw!
Soon your TV will have over 500 channels. Almost enough to show you everything the new wizard can do. The new wizard, built by Black & Decker. Give your handyman the VersaPack Combo Pack. Cordless tools that give him so much power, it just may be too much of a good thing. Get the Cordless Combo Pack. Powered by VersaPack, built by Black & Decker.
You know, I was into all that extreme stuff when I was your age. Just didn't have a fancy name for it. Because I never had a Subaru Outback Sport either.
Too bad, Uncle. This beauty's got a ton of cargo space. Full-time all-wheel drive, more horsepower than a RAV4. Never did that, I'll bet.
Sure we did. But what's the rope for?
Outback Sport, part of the Outback family from Subaru.
Ah, the information age. Where the great minds of the world shape images of thought. Images that can be captured, managed, and distributed digitally to our eager colleagues anywhere in the world. So that every possible thought can be instantly shared. Nah. Or not. Image Anywhere from Canon, the new paradigm for the digital workplace.
NHL 98 asking who melts ice. Take a shot.
Line 4. Fury, the Rocket Man.
Yeah, he's off the eye chart. Show him the bye-bye strike. Ta-ta, Mr. Autobahn. Line 3.
How about that Zamboni guy, eh? He's pretty good, eh?
No. Hey, Mike from Sin City.
Deezer is a blur.
Split, hit, split. Nobody rides for free. Oh, at 10 from the Russian judge. 1-888-MY-HOUSE. Talking who's who of Mach 2 and dropping off D. NHL 98, the ultimate judge. EA Sports. It's in the game.
We're at the Keystone Center in Brandon, Manitoba for this week-long Olympic curling trials as we go into round 8 of women's play. A competition that comes a little earlier for these curlings, although Shannon Kleibrink admits she had no problem adjusting to the earlier time.
Actually, we're quite lucky we haven't had to take a different approach. We're a team that usually peaks in November. We did last year. We won the curling tour and the Cashspiel circuit, and then we fell flat in playdowns in January. I think we're lucky in Calgary we get ice September 1st. So, peaking in November is pretty much the time we usually do. It's nothing different for us this year.
And sitting at 4-3, she's going to have to turn it up just a little bit now as she goes into this 8th draw against Ann Merklinger. Our featured game is on sheet B. The ice seems to have been a little different every time out. Will it be tonight? Here's Ray.
I think tricky's the word, Vic. It's a little tricky, but it's a terrific ice surface. Let's talk about the curl. It's been up and down a little bit. Around the center guards, it's a little straighter this evening. I think they cooled the building off a bit, but you have to watch it closely. About 2.5 feet around those center guards. It'd be nice to have a big one like that. You got the corner guards out here, and it's about 3 feet around those corners on both sides. Now, the key to this ice really has been this area down here, which is a slide path. We've talked about it a lot. You have to be careful when you come off into that area that they don't fudge, and we'll watch it closely to see if it slows up. Then we'll tell you later about the speed, because it went up and down a little bit this afternoon. The other thing, we had a few nights with a bit of frost, so a little bit of frost line. I don't expect it tonight, but it can happen. You have to be careful. This area here is the area to control. It's called the control zone. You have to know how to control that zone to win curling with this rule.
4 other games are on the ice in this 8th round of women's play, and a big game is on sheet A. Marilyn Bodogh at 4-3 against Sandra Schmirler at 6-1. Bodogh needs to win really to avoid dropping to 4, but she can bring Schmirler back. Schmirler's only loss, remember, to Ann Merklinger. Goring at 4 losses needs to win. Laliberty can play spoiler at 1-6. Scheirich again, 4 losses. That's the key. Kelley Law doesn't want her 4th. And Mary Maritol can play giant killer if she knocks off Kathy Borst, handing her a 4th possible loss. The Redstones have the hammer in this first end of play, so that belongs to Ann Merklinger. To get us going in this first end, here is the Klybrink lead from the Calgary Curling Club, Joanne Sipka.
2 terrific front ends. You saw Joanne's number 2nd amongst the leads. Joanne Van Wright was with Shannon Kleibrink in 1993 at the Scott Tournament of Hearts. The other 2 members of the team are new since then.
Well, she's second among the leads, and she's second to Audrey Frey.
And there's the contrast when Shannon says semi-aggressive play. She brings the first one in the first end, doesn't go for it too early, waits for her chances.
Kind of sit back and you try and analyze a little bit why, for example, some of the women's teams are not as aggressive as the men. And I think one of the reasons, and it's a very logical one, one of the reasons is they do not have the ability to throw that up weight. So as a result, they don't have the same ability to clean away the front, to make those, to get rid of 3 stones with one shot. It doesn't mean they can't do it if the angles are right. It just means they can't throw that big, huge weight that we see from so many of the top teams. But having said all that, I mean, you take a team like Eddie Wernick, who never himself throws that big weight, and yet he has John Kawaja at third and the rest of the team members that can do it to clean this up. So I honestly feel that's one of the reasons why they're a little bit hesitant to be quite so aggressive, especially early.
I agree with you, and as you talk about the control zone, the area from about the top of the 4 foot to about a foot in front of the house, where they like to build stones and eventually promote them in. The men know that if they put them in that area and get into trouble, they can play the big weight to raise it, blast things out of the house. The women prefer to keep them tighter, maybe do some angle freezes in the house, because then they don't have to drive rocks as far, and make maybe a gentler tap back.
The Kleibrink second is Shannon Nemo.
You know, we won't dwell on this, but the one thing, Linda, that I still think that you have to realize when you play this game is that it's still a game of percentages, and there are rights and wrongs, and you have to play the percentages and look for the percentages. And I really think that sometimes some of the, even the top female teams don't find them and don't play them, don't take advantage of that percentage. In other words, it's the percentage shot to play. You know, it's mind-boggling sometimes.
So Ann Merklinger, as you saw, has the best front end so far this week, but a miss there just chips the rock over.
Shannon Nemo is one of the newcomers to this former Alberta Championship team of '93.
Full 12. Full 12. Probably good. Full 12. Right here. Yeah, it's there on its own. Clean it. Full 12. Good job, Jen. Good girl. Good shot, Jen.
Coming up Thursday morning, some bonus coverage from these Olympic trials. We'll have the 8th draw of men's play. Wayne Bodogh against Jeff Stout, both of them sitting at 4 losses. And make a note of the time. It is 9 a.m. Eastern. It is 8 a.m. local time, Brandon time. That's a change. That's 1 hour earlier for those of you who have the tickets and are coming in. Make a note. It's 8 a.m. that we're on the ice here, 9 Eastern. A loss for either of those will probably eliminate them from gold medal contention.
Normal or normal?
We can see how straight it runs when you throw the upright weight. Shannon holding the brush right on the side of the stone.
Yep. Whoa. No. Close. No. Right off. Right off. Clean. Right off. Right over, Joe. Right over. Good shot.
Now there is the one difference. We saw the good numbers for Glennis Bacher on the Kleibrink side, third amongst the thirds. Teresa is down at 8 spots, so this may be one of the matchups we talk about.
Yeah, I think it's really key that Teresa get going. Now we know she's very capable. We've watched her play over the years, and she's a very good player. But she's got to start doing it, you know, especially as we say with Anne's aggressive style. And I really think Anne has to stay with what, as I said in my opening comments, she has to stay with what got her here. I mean, she's got great knowledge about the game, and if she...
You want a little more?
I was really shocked in the last two ends of the Schmirler game where she got away from a few things that she never normally does. It confused me completely. I mean, that's hard to do. Confuse me.
Glennis Bacher.
Quick!
And Merklinger does have the hammer here in this first. And gets by. Gets away with the jam at the back.
Just control. Queen. Whoa, close. Queen. Whoa. Yep. Right over, Patty, right over hard. Nice shot. You do this in practice. Right, yeah, just normal.
So there's the support for the skips. How the thirds can set up the end is so important. And Glennis Bacher at 81%, shooting very well.
Nose is good.
And we've just said we'll be watching that matchup tonight.
In practice, just normal.
Shannon Kleibrink and her team second on the women's curling tour money list this year with $16,500.
Nothing. Hey, Shan. Control. Can't throw it like that on that line. Can't throw it like that on that line. It won't ever come back. No. Good thing it was down.
What's she referring to?
That track right down the center line there.
She's talking about a piece of ice that runs on them, and she can't throw the release that way, or it's just not going to work out for her. Being honest about the way she threw the rock.
It may have been an... Just control, guys. This has a nice gentle curl. Yep. Hard. Yep. Hard. Guys, hard. Quick.
Nice gentle curl that may have taken off on her a little bit here. And she can't hold the shooter.
Good scrub, guys. Good scrub. Let's just grab the button. Big piece of dirt right there.
And Merklinger is going to try and blank this end, so Shannon Kleibrink will try and put the rock in the center of the house, giving the longest distance for the opponent to roll.
Shannon Kleibrink.
Easy. We're out there a bit. Keen pat. Yeah, hard guys, get it there. Right here, guys. Right here, can't hurt it. Can't hurt it, every inch. Every inch, guys. Good sweep. Good job, guys. Good job. No, that wasn't any heavier. We'll go normal here, okay? No turn? Yep.
Many of you may know the name Merklinger through Anne's brother Dave. Well-known curler on the Gold Trail, certainly. Ice maker, maybe better known for that. He was part of the ice making crew at last year's Ford Worlds in Bern, Switzerland. I wonder if any of that's rubbed off, if Anne's reading of ice, no knowledge of stones has come from her brother. Quite probably.
It's possible. She's a very good student of the game. She spends a lot of time planning and training, and I'm sure she will use all her expertise that's available to her.
Final stone looking for the blank.
Well, by this time, all the teams should have a real good read on the stones and their running surfaces and which cuts and which is slower. And if they don't have, then they're just not, they're going to be in trouble. It's, you know, we're well into the event and they've had a chance to play with across all the sheets. So stone knowledge is key.
Merklinger fails to blank. She takes one. Kleibrink has the hammer when we come back for end number 2.
Wasn't that long ago, I could have told you exactly what was coming around that corner.
Good trip, Fred.
Oh, not too
In
bad.
the last few years,
Got a lot of heads turning with this load up
you
there.
know, this company has changed. The cars have changed. And for our part, it's obvious.
Made a fresh pot. Thanks.
We gotta keep changing too.
Housekeeping. Excuse me. Checking out?
Uh-huh.
We'll change the room.
Holiday Inn hotels are undergoing a $1 billion renovation to make every Holiday Inn as good as the best Holiday Inn.
Oh, you're back. Your toothbrush.
That means we're changing a lot more than the sheets. Holiday Inn, on the way.
He's taken you to thrilling, emotional heights. Now, Michael Burgess, the acclaimed star of Les Miserables, releases his debut album. A Place in the Sun features 5 exceptional new songs and magical versions of well-known favorites. A passionate performer whose stunning voice is thrilling audiences across Canada. Michael Burgess. In stores now or call toll-free.
At Altamira, if one of our funds isn't performing, we have to answer some tough questions. Yours.
I just started my family. Will this be too risky?
Let's focus on long-term growth.
Markets go up and markets go down, but good or bad, you can call us and get information that comes directly from our fund managers. Can your investment company say that? Altamira, helping you take control.
In a clinic like this, I can't stop for a headache. The doctor here told me about Advil. It's tough on pain, and it really works fast. In fact, one Advil is so effective, one is often enough. And for cold and sinus congestion, there's Advil Cold and Sinus. It's tough on colds, like Advil is on pain, and now it's available without a prescription.
Advil and Advil Cold and Sinus. Tough on pain, tough on cold congestion.
What a day. Bonus coverage from here at these Olympic trials in the morning, and then NFL football coming up your way Thursday afternoon, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time. It's the U.S. Thanksgiving. 2 games in Detroit and in Dallas. Updating the game between Mary Manitoba at 1-6 out of the Mayflower and Halifax against Kathy Borst, 4-3. Otwell and Edmonton. Final stone for Manitoba, who had a golden opportunity in her morning draw to beat Sandra Schmirler, but was heavy with her draw. And well, she could have used this one then, because she's there for the single against Borst and has a 1-0 lead. Sandra Schmirler at 6-1 on the ice against Marilyn. Bodogh at 4-3. Final stone for the skip from the St. Catharines Country Club, drawing against 1. T-line, edge of the 4-foot. She needs all of the 4 for her single point. Good start for the 2-time Canadian and world champion against the 3-time Canadian and world champion Schmirler. Merklinger forced to take 1. Kleibrink has the hammer here in this second end.
One of the things you were saying, Linda, about Marilyn is when she gets her draw weight, she's very, very, very good. You know, she can draw with the best of them, and she struggled a bit with it earlier this week, but it looks to me like she may be just finding it again.
No, it's definitely her bread and butter. That was a lovely shot.
Yep. Control.
You saw what Shannon Kleibrink was trying to do this end. That semi-aggressive play means she tries to draw to rocks in the house near the beginning of the game to generate offense. Both of the attempts have tapped the rocks through, so it is an open takeout for Patty McKnight.
Forward. Nothing. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait. That'll do. Halfway.
Well, Shannon Klybrink said she had no trouble getting her team ready for this event, peaking for this event. Her problem has always been when the playdowns come around. And now in the case of the women, they won't have a difficulty. There's no conflict for them. I'm wondering if there is. I mean, this is such a high to come off of. I'm wondering if there might be a letdown for whoever wins this, Linda.
Yeah, but we're getting out here.
Training and preparation is very interesting, and if you listen to all the people that do it as a profession, it's called periodization, planning the volume and intensity of your training. And this is sort of interesting because it's going to require basically two preparations. You're going to prepare for this, and the teams that don't win this and want to go on to their playdowns will go through basically a second set of preparations for that period.
And in fact, it may be a greater letdown for the teams that come close here. Or I won't even generalize. Say for anyone that doesn't do it here, the greater letdown might be those that don't win the spot in Japan.
Although I think when they look at it with a little bit of reflection, right away for sure there will be a letdown. But if they look back and say, what a great week, you know, we played as well as we could, I think then they will be able to move into the next level. Rhea said it too. It's just such a great week of curling. You can only look back and say, we had to play very tough teams and make very tough shots, and we didn't quite do it.
Clean. Normal. Weight's good.
Did you and Terry and the rest of your team ever do any of that periodization?
We're from a period that...
the Paleozoic period.
Very clever. Very clever. It's kind of, I can see it's going to be a year of get even, eh? Get ready year, the two of you. You know, you're turning the tables on me.
Up and down the sheet here in the second end. This is Teresa Breen.
Nice shot. Good rock, buddy.
Really not too much to talk about in this game so far. There's been absolutely no offense generated by anyone.
Keeps catching on this pack.
When you talk about percentages and playing percentages, Ray, is one of them calculated, or one of those calculations last rock? I mean, in as much as you've got something now, you've got that rock, how much of a percentage is having that? You know what I'm saying? That, well, let's use it, do something with it.
It's changed with the rule, obviously, because now that we've talked about this before, now that the free guard zone rule has come into play, the percentage of scoring with last rock is not as great, but it's still an advantage. And it's still the time we like to gamble the most is when we have the hammer. There's no question. You see it, you take all kinds of chances when you have last rock, and that's why the control zone, which we talk about so frequently, and I'm sure people are getting sick and tired of hearing it, is so important. The game this afternoon.
Okay.
The game this afternoon, if viewers across the country had a chance to watch it, was a classic. You had two great minds in Burtnick and Wernick, and you could see time after time, end after end, the struggle to control those rocks in front. I want those rocks to be my color, because I'm going to use them.
So
we saw in the opening of this show an unbelievable raised takeout that Eddie Werney made to get two. I mean, it's a shot. Yes, you don't make them every day. And in the interview after the game, he said, you know, there was just hardly any room at all. It was a bonus to get the two. I was happy, would have been happy to get one. But the point is, it was there. Yep. He saw it, and he made it. And it was not just on that sheet. It was on all the sheets.
This is one of those percentage times for Klybrink. She has the hammer. She's got the corner. Now use it.
couldn't agree more. You know, get around it.
Whoa! I think it's through, guys. Okay, good try. Oh, shit.
Little heavy by Glennis Bacher. From Mark Huddle in Hawkstone, Ontario. When and where are the 98 Ford World Curling Championships? And by the way, how do I get tickets? Well, they're in Kamloops, BC, the Riverside Coliseum, beautiful spot. We were there for the Labatt Brier a couple of years ago. There's the dates, and there's the ticket number to call. It really is a
well, they scrubbed that all the way
very
down,
pretty city, and the people of Kamloops will do a wonderful job. We know that.
Look forward to going back. We had a wonderful time there, so it's nice to go back. You do make, you know, one of the perks of doing this work is that we do get a chance to travel across the country, in some cases around the world, and we make lots of friends, and it's really nice to get back and see them. I know our trips to Switzerland and to Europe have been interesting for both you and I, because we've had, from our teaching times, we've made friends over there and across the country.
And I'm, of course, very close to people at the Kamloops Curling Club, working with them through my position in curling in BC, and I just think we should commend them too, because they had a very short time to prepare. There was thoughts it was going to go elsewhere. They took over the event fairly late and have done a wonderful job getting ready. And at that time of year in April, you may go fishing and golfing on all sorts of things if you head out to Kamloops.
Well, we know that because it is beautiful.
British Columbia.
That would have been deep anyways, eh?
Of course, of course.
Should be less ice than us. It's normal. She took off the here. I gave you on the K.
Yeah. Didn't quite get around the guard.
I think so. That would have been. Take the roll, guys. Just normal. I hardly put any on that.
That's why I was afraid to sleep.
Yeah, I know.
Crashing wasn't a bad thing.
No.
Shannon Kleibrink and her first skip stone here in a wide open second and a play.
Very close. Good attempt.
It's a 3-tape set. Curling with Lyndon Ray. There are the numbers to call, either by phone or fax. It really is the perfect primer for your curling. There's even a tape in there that has to do with watching the game on TV to appreciate that a little bit better. So
what we try to do in the tape stick is try and cover all the aspects, the mechanics and the strategy. And as you mentioned, for the viewer, you know, things to watch for, what is pebble, what, you know, what changes things and those kind of things. So I think it's as a teaching tool, or just if you want to hone your own skills.
Okay, bury this one, guys.
And Merklinger.
Lots of weight, lots of weight.
She probably went to school on the first rock that racked on the guard.
Wait only. Line's great. Whoa. Let it curl. Wait only. Going now. Wait on it. Wait. Whoa, wait for it. Wait. Yeah, now. Close. Yep. Close. Yep. Yep. All right, guys. Right back. Hard. Nice shot in. I hit the brim that time. I have tons of ice.
Does it track a bit here?
Don't think so. Yeah, see, I dumped the last one. That one, I do better that one. Yeah. That was good. Yeah. Nice weight. So you're throwing 9 on that? Oh, it's that. Maybe 9.5. Okay. I didn't throw very much. Okay. Just normal. Roll it out, guys. Yeah. Especially inside out. Sail. Yeah. I was a little worried about it tracking here. Did anybody throw anything in practice? It shouldn't. Yeah.
In practice, they should have played all the sheet. They should have played it from side to side.
Hard. Quick.
Like the blanket, she can here in 2.
Hurry. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Now she'll get the inside roll. Sit full in the 8 for 1. So the 2 teams trade singles. Shannon Kleibrink takes 1 here in Brandon.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to TSN Tonight. I'm Darren DeTish, and we're going to stay on the ice. It's a huge night in the National Hockey League. 9 games on the slate, including the Ottawa Senators and the Detroit Red Wings. Ottawa really in a funk as of late. But how about this? It's nice to see Sergei Manatsikana back at the JLA early in the first. Puck dumped in. Darren McCarty with the one-timer. Darren Rhodes makes the save. Later on, Dave breaks in all alone. Kevin Hodgson, looking like Johnny Bauer with the poke check, still scoreless midway through the first. Brendan Shanahan, he beats Rhodes. That makes it 1-0 for the Detroit Red Wings. The Ottawa Senators are winless in their last 8 games, as aforementioned. Now the score to pass along to the Montreal Canadiens and Washington. This game currently scoreless in the first period of play. On to the Canadian Football League, and Ron Lancaster is the new head coach of the Hamilton Tiger Cats. We'll see you a little later on.
The colors of the Ford Ranger, inspired by Ford Ranger owners. The redesigned 1998 Ford Ranger, one tough customer.
I'm making this up as I go along. Which way do I turn? I'm not really sure. But I've had some help. So I know we'll make it. One step at a time.
We take the time to understand what really matters in your life. Investors Group.
Welcome back to the Keystone Center here in Brandon. Boy, is there a lot of support for Shannon Kleibrink, and that's Dad, Tom Getty. He's wearing the glasses because he just doesn't want to be known to everyone here. Okay? 1-1 as we go to the third, and Merklinger with the hammer. Audrey Frey.
Line's good, room.
The first rock thrown, I think, is about as long a guard as you can have and still have a rock in play. It just is over the hog line.
Line's good. Okay, not deep. Right here, guys. Right here. I think so. Yep, come on.
You could actually stop this one short if you wanted to really be aggressive.
That's it. Nice shot, Audie. Atta girl.
How much can you see? Okay, hack.
Joanne Sipka.
Not a line. No line. Weight's really nice. Gotta move. A little quiet. Nothing yet. There it goes. She got enough weight? No. Okay, Joe, that's fine. Okay. She'll probably call you for a draw.
Nella poked the one rock over.
Safe shot, Audie.
An update for you, Scheirich against Kelley Law. Scheirich out of the Granite in Saskatoon at 3-4. Kelley Law from Richmond, BC at 4-3. Final stone facing 5 yellows. They're all there. Scheirich glances off, kills one, and gives up a steal of 4 to Kelley Law. In a game that Scheirich at 4 losses must have.
Full 12, guys. Right here. Hard. Hard. Come on, hard. Right up the line. Right up. Nice shots, Audie.
That's interesting. We didn't, I don't know how that developed, that forehand developed, but you have to kind of question the weight that Sherry threw on that.
Control.
You know, she threw it pretty hard. And usually when you're playing a shot like that where you have to stay around, you're just going to play weight to tap it back and get your single.
Maybe come even with the other turn and just play draw, chip. We haven't been watching that sheet, but it's a bit of a struggle for some people this week, I'm afraid. As I mentioned, that one-shot rock was poked out in the open, and Shannon hoped for a roll there. Won't get it.
Yeah. Just control. Control. I'd probably like this, Patty. Control.
Outside roll. The book on Shannon is that she is a very good shot maker, and she can, mechanically do it all. She throws it very clean. She's just got to make sure that, from a strategy point of view, she doesn't make some of the mistakes that we have seen. Play the percentages. Give yourself the chance. Play the rule.
Sorry. That's okay.
Patty McKnight.
That's fine, Patty. Good. You see anything, Shan?
Okay, can play it tight. You get that? That's okay.
How much weight? 4. Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa, close.
Oh!
Whoa,
No!
close, yes! Hurry! Hard!
Joanne Sipic, Glennis Backer, got it by? No.
Nice throw, Shannon.
Great game, eh, guys?
Great. Really good.
Yeah. How do you get a cup of coffee here? Just that,
sometimes-
is there waiters or something here?
Over here.
Want a muffin? Oh, yeah, muffin, sure. I'd love a cookie.
Sometimes being a cameraman is too
Thank you very
easy.
much.
How'd you like the bump?
Tough job.
From the club seats.
Maybe they could pass a cookie over this direction.
Right here.
Now, Linda, you've been working hard to get rid of that weight and get yourself in shape. Don't be munching on those cookies. You'll end up looking like me.
I have avoided the fudge so far.
Oh, yeah. I have too, though. You have to admit, I've been really good. I had one little piece of fudge.
Right here, guys. Lots of lines.
Tons
Wait
of
on
line,
me.
guys. No backing at all.
Lines better. Right here.
Drawing to the face of the stone in the back 12 foot, freezing up to it.
Real hard, guys. Real hard. Hurry hard, guys. Every inch. Come on. Hurry hard, guys. Right up. Right up, guys. Every inch. Okay.
Is it short?
It's heavier going that way.
That's just a little comment about the draw weight. We've seen it fluctuate a little bit during a game, and some of the players feel going this direction, it's a small bit heavier than coming the other way. So there's that constant adjustment having to be made.
Glennis Backer as we play the third stones here in this third end of a 1-1 tie. Merklinger, Kleibrink.
Whoa, whoa. It's control. Control. Whoa. Roll it, Joe.
Nice shot.
This is, I think, Glennis's first national experience, is it not, Linda?
Control.
That's
Control
right.
up to
Yeah,
here.
she's really played very well
Control.
for Shannon. You know, it's altogether so different when you're playing, in an arena like this, arena ice, arena conditions, ice that's changing a little bit on you on a regular basis.
Whoa.
Good
whoa.
ice, good surface.
Please. Whoa. Whoa,
Stone
not yet.
knowledge is key, as I mentioned in my opening
no,
comments.
No roll, no roll. Whoa. That's going this way. What about this way?
Glennis was asking Shannon and Joanne about the weight for this track. It's playing the outside in around the guard with the out turn as opposed to the in turn, and they went, I don't really know. They're not sure about the weight.
Now, we have seen at times this week
No line, guys.
one side a little straighter than the other. Is that the case here, do you think?
Tons of room.
Right off.
I didn't notice that in
Whoa,
practice,
needs to
Vic, when I watched the sheet. It was moving pretty consistently both ways, but it does change. I mean, that's the one thing we've heard from all
Stay
the
with
curlers
her.
as we go through. The timing of it
Hard,
changed
guys.
today, and the movement
Hurry
changes
hard,
a
all
bit.
those. Right back. Right back. Hurry, 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 hurry.
I do think the edge of the forfeit band is release sensitive. If you flare it outwards
Just
at
go,
all,
hack,
it doesn't
Teresa.
have a chance to move. Have to be so careful.
Hack! Hack, Wade! Hack, Patty, did she say? She just called me. Okay. All right. Yep, yep. Hard. Green.
Teresa Breen.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, not yet. Finish. Whoa, 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 whoa. Nice, Wade.
Here are the standings going into this women's 8th draw. Schmirler alone in first. Merklinger by herself in second. And then the bunch at 3 losses. Bodogh, Kleibrink, Law, and Borst. And the 2 teams at 4. And the belief is that 4 may be as much as you can afford. Lalaberti and Manitoba trying to play spoiler.
Let's make the roll, guys. Control. Use
From
your
the club
control,
seats.
Shannon, you know.
It's a wonderful idea. Been
I can only just see all of it.
very impressed by all those who have used it. And in fact, some people are here from Charlottetown, PEI, and thinking about doing something similar.
Clean, clean, clean it, clean
And it's
it.
the Canadian mixed, is it not?
No,
It's
don't clean it.
Scott Tournament
Scott
of
Tournament of Hearts, pardon me.
Clean.
I had a pleasant surprise today. A very good friend of mine, Jerry Pilcher, arrived here from New Guinea.
No, big roll. Oh,
From New Guinea, where he lives and works. And
Thinking of maybe introducing curling?
Like that?
he was thinking he could win that Pacific Rim, you know. He actually was a pretty good little curler. He had the experience of playing with
Well, we
me
can get this to finish.
on a team one time and watching me miss an 8-ender. Yeah. We haven't been that close of friends since then.
Okay, go deep to the wing then, okay? Okay, go here.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I gave Patty there, eh?
And my good friend and your good friend and your good friend Linda, Kay Sukahara, is here from New York, of course, to watch this. Causing me as much trouble as he usually does.
I want to get a handle on draw weight going this way.
Kay, in fact, instrumental in working with the Japanese, the Nagano organizing committee in
the center's so long,
the acceptance of curling as a recognized Olympic sport.
So you think
Well, Kay's been a very big part of curling for a lot of years and was very involved, of course, back in the Hexagon days when he sponsored the World Championships. And it's people like that that kept this game going. When for a few years it struggled.
What should it be here, Linda?
We've seen it change, and down one path it's 14 seconds between the hog line, another 13 and a half, so we'll have a good look at this particular spot. You heard Ann say she wants to learn. This one's just over 13. That should be a little bit too strong.
Take it. Hard, Glennis. Hurry, 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 hurry. Hurry hard. Hurry, hurry,
Wow,
hurry, hurry.
13 to just hang on to the back of the 12.
So we are looking at about 13 and a half seconds for draw, and that has been plus or minus a few seconds, and as we heard, maybe going one way a little bit different than the other. The other times stay a little bit more consistent because they have a little bit larger range. 9 seconds, 9.5 seconds is not going to make as big a difference as the draw that has to be
In front of the
perfect.
tee, if it's not varying, full 12's good shot. We're sitting 2. What'd she just have?
Wait only.
Not deep. Not deep.
And made the decision to try to draw the wings to the left-hand side rather than around the center guard. It gives Shannon a chance to get there first
Stay
around the
with
center
it.
one.
No. Just here. No.
Just here, says Glennis Bacher, top 4.
So, guys.
We can even just throw, yep. Well, I'm not sure it'll finish enough to do that, eh? So just go back 4, okay? We got to make sure. I mean, if we give him one, it's not the end of the world.
There are 3 in the house. So the weight she just threw would be very close for this one.
Mine won't finish as much as that.
Well, I mean, she cleared the guard by a mile.
Yeah, I know. Back 4 only.
Yep.
So again, about 13 to 13 and a half seconds.
In Kleibrink and Merklinger, you've got the 2 top teams on the women's curling tour for this season.
So I think down here is the same, eh, guys? As what I was throwing this way. It's pretty close to that. Touch heavier.
I think the time would be about the same.
Eh?
But this will give us an indication of if this path is at all different, and that's what Anne was worried about.
How's the weight? No line.
Room.
No line.
Wait for it.
So again here, 13 and a half.
Just tee.
Between 13 and 13 and a half.
Where is it? Just tee to back 4. Close.
Got a curl.
Well, they're saying it looks good.
Yep.
Should be close, isn't it?
Tee. Tee.
Wow.
Oh, pistol.
Great draw. Absolutely. I think she's surprised she didn't get the finish on the stone that she hoped for, but gonna have a look here. It's closest to the pin, literally.
I think it's red.
You know, don't think there's any.
I'm sure they wouldn't be able to.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'll tell you one thing, they didn't want to have to measure it.
No.
I knew it wouldn't curl that much.
Wow. Great draw by Anne Merklinger here in 3. She didn't put it on the pin, but she came as close as anyone might.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Good judge, guys. Yeah.
Well, halfway down, I thought, oh, we better just play it.
I'd like to speak to somebody about mutual funds.
I'm gonna go check with Don.
Thanks very much for seeing me.
I'm confused.
No, he isn't.
I mean, I don't know anything about mutual funds.
He's part of an independent study
Actually, I wrote down a few questions.
to find out who offers the best mutual fund advice. The answer for 2 years running, TD Investment Specialists.
It's been very helpful.
We're here to help make it easier.
It's the way the sun helps things grow in their own time. It's the way bread begins as an ocean of wheat before rising in the oven. The way onions can make you cry, even when you're laughing. And it's the way we make over 1 million people their favorite sandwich every day, which, in case you're keeping track, is more sandwiches than the entire population of Manitoba. Subway. It's the way a sandwich should be.
Another Nokia discovery. Small words are hard to read, which is why at Nokia we make our screens big, so they're easier to read. Inspired technology with a human touch. Nokia, connecting people.
There's a new German-engineered performance sedan that's sneaking up on everyone. And while it may not surprise you to learn that it's also a luxury sedan, the fact that it's a Cadillac just may. Catera, the caddy that zigs.
Open. Here we go.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Would you like some fruit?
No, not for me,
Oh,
thanks.
come on.
No, Jim. Pass it right or go on.
Right down the line, actually.
No. Ray's on a diet.
That's
no
it.
fudge for Ray.
That's
Ray,
it, Jimbo.
There you go.
A banana.
There you
Thank
go.
you, Jimmy. That's perfect. Exactly what I do need.
Yeah. Update for you. Scheirich against Law as they play. It's 4-0 after the steal of 4 for Law. This is the final stone for Scheirich. Coming in with a record of 3-4. And again, forced to make the pressure shot, looking for the draw for the one, and she gets it to get on the board. She trails 4-1. Kelley Law will have the hammer playing for. Great draw by Ann Merklinger. Gives her one and a 2-1 lead. Shannon Kleibrink with the hammer in 4.
So from that shot, we learned that draw weight was, what, 13.78? Because that was the perfect draw.
And we'll bank that knowledge for future reference.
And I'm sure she will as well.
And don't put that fudge in front of me, please.
Yep. Yep. Hard. 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 Whoa.
My mother loves this curling circuit because I take home so much fun. Bring it home to me, she says. She's watching tonight at the Central Park Lodge in Winnipeg.
All the scores for you. Sorry, right?
No, that's okay. She'll have some words of advice for me.
Not to talk with your mouth full?
Yeah, that's right. And stay away from that fudge.
Same weight.
You're so big. You're getting bigger every year.
Wait only.
Joanne Sipka lead Stones here in the 4th.
This is where angles are so important. They're trying to set up the stones so their own can be raised and the opponents aren't in a good position.
Okay.
This is the first real end we've had this this area of the rings or the front of the house cluttered a little bit.
And with that last yellow one, they didn't want to bump the red one. They just wanted to angle it. That didn't work out very well. And very different kind of game for Patty McKnight. When I looked at the plus-minus stats where we see how they compare to the opposing lead, second, third, or skip, Patty McKnight was the highest plus-minus. She's not been out-curled yet in the game so far. She's +6, so that's not what we normally see.
Corner freeze here, Patty.
On the angle.
Patty McKnight. Klybrink with the hammer here in this 4th.
Right here, yep.
Trailing 2-1.
No line, stop. Right up. Just halfway. Right up, guys, hard. Hard, guys, every inch. Hard, guys, right up, right up. Okay, Patty. Yep.
From the World Wide Web, Rob Glenson, Calgary. Who will be Canada's toughest competition at the Nagano Olympics, you think?
Well, we know that there are traditionally countries that Canada finds difficult to play against, and actually there's a number of players I played against back when I was curling in the Olympics and the World Championship. Probably from Germany, Andrea Schopp, former world champion. Norway, Dorty Nordby, historically very good. In Sweden, Elizabeth Gustafsson, won under Johansson, and she is a very, very tough team. The U.S., of course, haven't determined their team, and Lisa Scheinenberg and a number of others from there could be also competitive.
Sure.
And they're playing not far from here in Duluth.
Lank,
I'm sorry.
Margaret Smith.
It's not, I don't think
Duluth,
it's
Minnesota is where those U.S. trials are.
Fine. Feel the guard. Yeah, let's do this. Yeah. Roll it over here. Yeah.
Let's get the front one off.
Shannon Nemo.
Whoa! Whoa! It's up. Yeah. Whoa! Whoa! Right off. Okay, good enough.
Right here. Right here. Right here is good.
Right here is good.
Patty McKnight.
8 line. Whoa, Ram, how much? 8. Whoa, whoa.
Yep, T.
Whoa, right off.
Got a curl.
Audrey Frey, Teresa Breen haven't put a brush to it.
Great communication from them. They said it was heavier than asked.
That's good.
They were exactly right. This is a matchup I was talking about, and so far, no difference.
But Teresa's brought up her numbers from early, and
We're shot now.
Glennis has come down.
We are.
Yeah, you can see that. Yellowstone, Kleibrink is shot.
Or we can play this. Something guarded. Yeah. And then we leave the guard up there. Back 4. Okay.
Boy, that's
It's most important that we have lines.
That's a fine raise, isn't it? If you can drive that straight back, it's wonderful. You'll be 2 and covered,
I got
but
13
a little
line
off.
on
You
hers.
could kill your own.
They're playing it very quietly, which is, of course, the point you're making that they're very aware
they
of.
didn't touch it. No, no line.
So for the tap, we're talking again about 13 seconds.
Yep. Close. Back 8. Splitting. On its own. Close. No. Whoa. Close.
A little bit
Wow.
slower.
Look at that.
Nice shot.
Good shot.
Boy, did that move late and move fast.
It's the finish, and it really slows at that last little bit. And nice weight by Shannon. Gave the sweepers a chance with it. But it really is the end of the
Look at
path.
that. Really goes.
I was talking to Neil Harrison after the last game that they played, and he said, yes, you really, as Ray has mentioned, have to sweep it early, because in the last, if you haven't been brushing, it will catch the pebble and really slow down, and you don't have a chance with the brushes at that stage.
Once it's gone, yep.
Yeah, you got to go here.
So quick, eh? 9? You're a little heavy, eh?
Try to close it off now if you're Merklinger. Holding them to 1.
She is, but she's trying to do it by bringing it in again on an angle into the rings.
How much?
Lots of line.
81. Room. Room, lots of line, guys.
Lots of line. Wall for line.
How much?
Wall.
Lots of line. Right here, guys. Wait only.
Wall, let it curl.
Yep. Yep, right up.
2.
Right up hard. Hard. 3 says hard. Get up. That's fine. Nice shot.
Very nice shot.
Nice shot, Teresa.
We could, like, get to the nose.
This is one of the more interesting ends as far as angles go in women's play. Got a little tap setting up those angles.
Hit this one back onto this. Yep. These two go. Yep.
No, I'd like kind of the same way.
Even if you make this. Yep. Normal up a little.
Oh, we're throwing hit.
Yeah, she could hit that right on the nose, drive it back onto that red, squirt the red out,
Okay.
and the yellow
It
will go
won't
back
move
onto
at
the other
all.
red.
Glennisbacher.
Shannon, it won't curl at all. You got it right here. I'll stand here. Yeah, that looks better.
Same broom, different position.
That's right.
Yes! Whoa! Hurry! Whoa! Whoa, right off! Whoa! Right off! Yeah! Yes! Hurry! Whoa! Right off! Whoa. Right off!
Nice shot. She lined
Very
2.
nice shot. Good call by Shannon, too.
Glennis was panicking a little bit. She wanted them to brush it right out of her hand.
Bit of a sigh by Skip. Nice shot by the third, driving it back into the pocket they wanted, especially getting that one off the forefoot, the redstone. And Shot Rock in great position behind the yellow guard.
1 for sure. Close on the second shot.
Clean. Yep.
And that's where
Whoa.
Stone that Merklinger will play.
Whoa! Yes! Whoa!
Yep. Whoa. Sandy, that a girl.
That's a great shot by
What a
Teresa.
terrific shot. The roll
Great shot,
to
Teresa.
shot.
Great shot. Thanks. That'll go.
Oh, God. Shot or they? They are. Bump that red one, yellow one again. Gonna play this. This with back four. You don't like that one? You like the red one? Is that what you're saying? Back four, but I might open it up. We got the hammer, eh? So I'd rather, if anything. I like that. Even if you bump it to here, we're not shot. Joe. What kind of weight? Sorry. Same as Shannon. Back four-ish. Okay.
You like this call, yellow onto yellow onto red?
I do.
Peeking in at Manitoba against Borst. Manitoba opened with a single with hammer, stole one in the second. They blanked the third. It's 2-0 as they play the final stone. Kathy Borst out of the Otwell in Edmonton.
Whoa! Whoa!
She's drawing against two.
Top 12 and back 8. Got to find the port. Full 8. And she'll get there for one, the front end. Dragging it far enough, so Borst is on the board, trailing 2-1 to Mary Manitoba to Halifax.
Looked like it was going and then it...
Glennis Bacher's rock needed to curl a little more. It punched the one stone out into the open and has left a hole down the center line area.
Would you like to draw around there better?
I didn't mind playing that one.
Yeah. Here?
Yeah, we could go there.
Well, she just bangs that, eh?
Yeah.
What do you like better, this?
I think so. I think we got to play that.
Do you? Okay.
Could back this stone up a bit, too.
She is, right?
Yeah.
Block both shots, right?
Well, the only trouble is setting up the double, eh? Would you guys like the draw here better? Well, then she just plays that, eh?
Plays what? Oh, yeah.
She just plays this.
Yeah.
You like this? Or the draw? Yeah, this finish is okay, eh? Tough call. I think I like this. Okay.
Skips numbers through 3 with Merklinger having the edge.
She's going to play that.
Well, I don't want to hit it too high, guys, eh? We bump ours and they're shot rock, eh? If I hit this too high, it bumps back and they're shot.
No, you'll be shot. If you roll in, you'll be shot.
Oh, I see. Okay, let's do that. Let's throw control.
You
Control.
like that,
Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
You got to play it high or low all the way, eh?
Yeah.
Control. You like that better?
And kind of, first of all, wanted to come down, just draw on here, sit on here. She's now going to play this hit off here and try and roll into this area here.
Just control, guys, okay? If we had the hammer, I'd be drawn. Okay.
And Merklinger here in the 4th.
Clean.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Off!
Clean.
Off!
Close.
Whoa!
Close.
Whoa!
Clean.
Whoa! Whoa! Finish! Go! Okay, good shot.
Little flip.
Eh?
There was no room for that.
Yeah. See, there wasn't room for it to come low, you see?
Huh?
There wasn't room for it to come low.
Checking in on Connie Laliberty against Allison Goring as they play the 4th.
Well,
2-1, Laliberty leading final stone for the former Canadian world champion to blank
Yeah, 'cause
the
that's not
fourth
going
end
anywhere.
and maintain control of the hammer, going to 5.
It's just if you play this and miss it, you got nothing
You're
now.
hooked. Yeah, yeah. Same, almost the same weight as I threw, eh?
Yeah.
Is this the same ice?
Yeah.
Well, that. Anything a little less?
No, that's good. Just gotta touch that one up. We could split too. Yeah, you could just touch it and roll it in behind the guard. Back four-ish. A little keener going this way.
There would be a chance,
58
depending on the
still,
weight,
same
of
as
course,
this?
of the line, to move the shooter as well. So she thought maybe she could bounce the shooter and the yellow one in, possibly sit 1-2. Very tough shot.
Well, if she hits it with that back 8-foot weight, and she could, as you say, she could punch it back a little bit, roll the shooter over. It's there for sure. She makes a good shot.
Right off.
Never, Shannon. Never. Never.
Yep, yep.
No!
Yeah.
Clear that one right off, Shannon, right over, right over.
Here, Joe. Jeez, that didn't move.
She's got nothing there now, eh?
Whoa.
Right here.
No movement at all.
No.
Just waiting.
Sure, eh?
Oh, she's got a raised double for 2. We could go right here.
Okay, let's go right here then.
That sure tracked.
That sure tracked, didn't it, eh?
Shannon Kleibrink surprised a little bit by the lack of movement?
Out a little bit.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
There's a spot right there, Teresa. Just clean it up right there.
The only thing is with those in-between weights, we have seen that where they will
let's go
go
right on
just
top
a
of
little
that
bit
one, guys.
straighter than the draw.
Well, she's got a raised double there, eh? Yeah. I think we got to go in.
Keeping an eye on the game between Kelley Law and Scheirich
Well, yeah,
as
no,
they
I don't
play
wanna-
the fourth. 4-1. Law leading.
Okay, so
this will be the
it's
final
real quick down
stone
this
for
path,
the
like it
skip
was
from the
in the second
Richmond
end,
Curling
eh?
Club. You see the red stone on the button. That belongs to Scheirich. This is an in-off kind of shot for Law.
Just needs the corner of the red stone and the top of the 12-foot.
They come across. Across now. Get the red one. No, she kissed her own stone at the top of the 4 instead. 1 red. 1 for Scheirich. It's a 4-2 game. Law still has the hammer playing 5.
Curl. Yep. Right up to 8 foot. 8 foot. Full 8. Hurry. Hurry.
Hard, guys.
Hard, guys. Hurry.
Hard, guys. Real hard.
Okay, that's nice. Good shot. That'll work.
Well, even if
You couldn't afford to bump it.
well, no, but we got to be third shot there, even if we don't have line.
We don't want to drive
You know.
that on
Yeah, I'm not sure they could have dragged
She's
it.
got
though.
this stone here to work
I'm not
with.
sure they could have dragged it. Okay, so
that weight would probably be
back 4.
A little bit much.
It will be about right, don't you think?
Is it heavier here?
It should be about the same.
Might be a little heavy then.
Okay. Bump for 1. We can't afford to play the run back. If we pick our own, we give them 4.
Just tapping it back. The yellow stone onto
Well,
yellow.
it is, but if
Push
I
it to the
drive
button.
our yellow one at kind of an angle into our own, we give them 2 for sure and 4
Pretty
if I roll
thin,
it across the top of their red. It's there. If you guys want to take the risk, I'll play it.
What's the other shot they're looking at?
The run back double, yellow stone top 12 onto the 2 reds and the
We gotta
4-foot.
hit everything we can see to make it. That's the problem. If we hit just a little on the outside, it doesn't get that back one anyway. I like the bump.
But she said if she happened to pick her own on
About
pretty.
half.
I don't know how she could pick it out completely, to be
Little
honest
less.
with you.
She might be able to
Little less.
nose
Well, we
it
gotta
and give
hit it
up
right
2.
here.
I don't
Yeah.
know about more than that.
Final stone, Shannon Kleibrink. Merklinger is lying 1, leading 2-1 as we play the final stone here in 4.
Whoa! Whoa! Hurry! Whoa!
Joanne Sipka.
Yep!
Shannon Demo. Got to get it by the red stone first. They do. Catch enough. Tap it back. Bump. Did they move it enough?
That went absolutely sideways.
Don't think so. I think it's a steal of 1 red.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good job.
One red. Lennisbacher agrees. Steal of one. It's 3-1. Merklinger ahead of Kleibrink.
Good shot,
We're
Steve.
in Brandon. It's the home of the Bobcats.
You've never seen anything like it, and it's headed for Canadian Tire. More selection, more parts for more makes and models of cars and light trucks, more quality brand names like Certified Brakes, Monroe Shocks, and TRW suspension parts. So now, you'll get the right parts when you need them at guaranteed low prices. Canadian Tire, Canada's auto parts store, made better.
This is it. 18th green and this putt to win the Masters. Oh, he missed it. Okay. Gallery looks on. It's all come down to this.
If you have a dream, your financial advisor has a plan that can help make it come true.
Downhill 15 feet for birdie and the championship.
Spectrum United Mutual Funds. Have dreams. Make plans.
The home of the Maple Leaf, where crisp, clean, and cold beer comes from.
There's a new German-engineered performance sedan that's sneaking up on everyone. And while it may not surprise you to learn that it's also a luxury sedan, the fact that it's a Cadillac just may. Catera, the caddy that zigs.
Just a reminder, bonus coverage of the men's 8th draw. It comes your way Thursday morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Time. And make a note if you're in this southern Manitoba area coming from east or west or in Brandon, 8 a.m. local. That's an hour earlier than on your ticket. Updating the game between Bodogh and Schmirler. The final stone for Marilyn Bodogh out of St. Catharines, trailing 2-1 as they play the 4th. This is a draw against 2. You can see it, top 4, top 8. She's got to have a piece of the white. And it just keeps sliding and sliding. And with Jan Betker there, it'll stop in time. It's a steal of 1 for Schmirler. And she's ahead 3-1 as they go to 5. You betcha this starts Nagano, because the winner will go to the Olympics in February. Here are all the scores for you. Lalaberty ahead of Goring. Scheirich with the steal of 1 is within 2 of Law. Manitoba could play Giant Killer with a win over Borst. In our featured game, it is 3-1. Merklinger ahead of Klybrink. Klybrink with the hammer here in the 5th. This is the Merklinger lead. Audrey Frey, who wanted to say hello to her boyfriend Ron, who is sitting her dog Putter back home. That's Putter, not Puddle.
Great. Hard. Hard, guys. Hard, right up. Okay, that's fine.
There is a little bit of a hole. First stone into the house, then the Yellowstone plate is a guard. And you'll see very tight to the center line. That's one of those new type corner guards. That last red stone doesn't completely protect shot rock. Joanne will try to come through the port.
Back line. Hurry. Back line.
Joanne Sipka.
Oh, line's good. Yes, hurry.
Boy, look at it move now. Quick. Find the hole. Find the hole. No.
That's fine, Joe. Nice shot.
They crashed on the guard. Control. Control. 3. Okay, control.
Another one of those important plan Bs, because with the Yellowstone rolling into the house, Patty can't just throw another guard or even play a come around in the middle. They want to make sure that they don't let too many Yellowstones accumulate, since Kleibrink has last rock, so they'll play the hit.
Have they picked something up about this 3-stone, you think? The warning went down from Patty McKnight.
Well, at this point, they should know what all the running surfaces of the stones do. That's for sure. We heard it this afternoon. We've heard it in all the draws, particularly with the men, how they talk about one stone curling a little more than another, and one stone's a little slower than another, and they know which ones they are, and how the different ice surface at the different time will affect each stone a little differently each time. A couple of draws they've been in the morning draws with the ice is
We're
fairly
just
hard.
wondering if we can make it with that weight.
Slides pretty freely. You haven't had the same kind of problems you've had in some of the night draws.
Keeping our eye on the game between Mary Manitoba and Kathy Borst as they play 5-2-1. Manitoba leading. Final stone for the skip from Halifax, Linda.
She's hitting against 2.
Can't afford to roll, has to sit right there. And she does. She rolls underneath and sit in time. She does for 1 for Manitoba, and a 3-1 lead over Borst. Mary Manitoba out of the Mayflower Club at 1-6. Kathy Borst from the Otwell in Edmonton, 4-3. And once again, they can't find that hole, but they do open up the shot stone back for top 4.
It worked out pretty well.
Plan
again.
B came along there pretty well. She pushed the she pushed this stone into the rings.
Go, what do you like, guys?
Anne has to make a decision. Do I want to guard this?
Whatever you like.
Hit this? You're up 3-1.
Well, we better go here. Okay, go here. Just tight, tight. Whoa, wait for
Patty
it.
McKnight.
Whoa, tight. Whoa. Whoa. No, don't touch it yet.
Actually,
okay.
mine's looking pretty
It's
good.
Tight. No, not yet.
Weight's tight anyway, so.
Clean. Nice rock, Patty. Atta girl.
Marilyn Bodogh, Sandra Schmirler playing the 5th. Remember, Bodogh with her final stone in 4 was heavy to give up the steal of 1, trailing 3-1. Final stone, 2-time Canadian and world champion.
This one's a little bit easier. The stones are at the back of the 4-foot and the house is wide open.
Schmirler is lying 1. Looks like it may be frozen to a Bodogh stone, sitting back 8. Up on top for 1. They just get it to the top of the button for the single point for Bodogh. It's a 3-2 lead. Schmirler leading the standings at 6-1 as they go to the 5th end break.
Tight's not
I thought they were
bad.
fairly casual about that stone going into that
Right
flat
here's real good.
area, that 4-foot area.
Well,
This is the last rock that was thrown by the Klybrink team. Just missed the double takeout, the run back on the guard.
8 foot's good.
This time, Teresa Breen has been asked to bring it right into the rings to the top 8 foot around that center guard.
Rim. Whoa, no line, no line.
Oh, off.
No line yet.
Off.
Whoa.
Whoa, off.
Whoa, nothing.
Off.
Nothing.
Whoa. Whoa.
Not yet. Whoa, let it die. Okay, now. Yep. Okay, whoa. That's fine. Tough spot.
What do you like? Hit something. Did it run back again? Yeah. Or our own. No. Hit the red one. Okay. Normal.
Try and run it back.
Where do you want me to hit it? No, just off nose. Okay.
They were talking about running back their own guard.
Pretty
It is
much
the
nose,
red
just
one
here.
that's completely in front of the shot rock, and so I think they want to try this and at worst open things up.
Glennis Bacher.
Yes! Hurry! Whoa!
Shannon Kleibrink, the team from Cavalry, does have the hammer.
Hurry! Hard! Hurry!
Drive it back. Jammed it.
Well, they missed just on the first one they tried by going over top of the other one. Now they jammed it. Maybe third time lucky.
Everything, though, in that control zone is theirs.
Which way do you want to go?
But in the moment, everything in the house will be the opponent's. And Merklinger playing a hit on second shot.
Good call. Get that rock out of there now. And if she does make a long run back, then she's making it
Whoa, whoa, right off. Whoa,
only
right
lie
off.
one.
Whoa. Come on up, babe. Come on up, babe. Up, 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 up. Right up, all the way up. That'll do. Nice shot.
Talk to it. Sometimes it listens.
That's a little up, eh?
Same weight's good.
Came off. Okay.
Now the
Same
same,
height?
same shot.
Same, yeah. Because I need to be on this side this time. It's angled. I can't nose it.
Right back onto the red
You
stone.
won't.
No thought by Merklinger there, Linda, without last rock, to ignore that stone and put another one in on top of her own, eh?
Well, it was getting a little messy, as you mentioned. The run backs are possible, so she was taking the safe route with the two-point edge.
Hurry! Hurry! Hurry!
Sipka, Nemo out in front, got the angle this time. They do, and the gray stone will spill out into the open.
There's too much.
Well, they were panicking a bit after missing the first two, but they actually needed to leave this a little bit longer.
Sure.
So that it went straighter back. They angled a bit too much, but still a great shot.
Nice throw. Got it out of
Rolled
there
into the open, though, for
I let her
Ann.
kick right over into those red ones.
Yeah, I was trying to stay right behind there. I just come up just another millimeter.
Yeah.
Pissed off.
It's actually a pretty easy shot.
And Merklinger.
Right off.
Yep.
Whoa, whoa.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
You get a little roll in behind, lots of cover.
Oh, up, eh?
Mine will move a little bit
Sorry.
more than hers.
If it doesn't, we'll just roll over here a bit. Yeah, that's not bad. What kind of
Oh, I just got too much weight.
Yeah.
Just control, guys. Let's make the roll. We got the whole half of the house to roll to there. Stick in the 8-foot. Control. It's been running on this line a bit. Teresa's really ran.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Shannon Kleibrink.
No. Hard, Joe. Hard, Joe. Hard.
This looks nice if they get some. Oh, isn't that funny? It just didn't finish for them.
We'll take a look at both of these throwers. They're both very balanced deliveries. They sit high in the hack.
Shoot.
Good forward motion, good trunk lifts. One swing, one no swing. Stop it there. See how high they are, and a little bit higher, but not much. Good straight arms.
Sure did finish.
This is the in-turn grip. This is the out-turn grip here.
Pretty good.
Let it go.
Pretty lazy.
Hold it. Now, still high. Now you'll move into your extension position and release the stone.
No, I'll probably end up
Good and
close to
square, balanced with
No,
this
I'll be
foot.
controlled. Okay. Touch more.
Final stone for Ann Merklinger.
Interesting to see that intern. She actually extends the cocked position as she's sliding out and then brings it back. A little bit different release.
Boy, a lot of rotation, huh?
Sit.
On that stone.
And that comes from that extra cocking of the handle as she's coming forward. It comes back a little bit and then forward to the handshake position.
That's good.
It was a pretty good roll. Roll to a good spot.
Can't nose hit it for a shot rock. Would have to roll in off a side one, or do you draw?
No, but to get, if you're hitting and rolling in, is that going to be hitting that and kicking in?
No. Well, it could if but I'd be rolling out.
Yeah, I guess.
I'd have to hit it here, and I'd be rolling out anyway.
What do you feel good about?
I'm just a little worried. How tight is it? Like, is it same weight going this way?
Well, you threw that one that was right here. That's 13.5.
Same. Let's do that. This hit's kind of silly. It's a piece of 8 foot, guys.
You have to be really confident of your ice because this is not a big area here.
It doesn't want to move very good.
The other thing you could do, of course, you could hit this one here and just try to roll into that area there, which would give you a shot rock as well.
You're a little farther out here, Shannon.
Oh, yeah.
13.5 was
Is that good ice? Yeah, a little less.
This is a little tighter draw than you think.
Isn't this where we saw some really quick movement here in this stretch?
Yes, it will go fairly straight, but at the end, the finish is large. So they have to really be careful, and they're talking 13.5 seconds between the hog lines.
Drawing against 3.
Whoa! Yes! Hard!
Boy, look at it start to go now. Sipka Nemo got it by. They do.
Lovely shot.
Should be perfect.
Absolutely perfect.
She'll put it on the button. Tuck that away. Shannon Kleibrink, you may need it later. She makes the pressure draw for one here. It's 3-2 Merklinger as they go to the 5th end break. Audrey Frey, Joanne Sipka at lead. It's Patty McKnight, Shannon Nemo the seconds, the thirds Teresa Breen, Glennis Buck, and the skips from Ottawa, Anne Merklinger, and Calgary's Shannon Kleibrink.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to TSN Tonight. As my partner Mike Toth said, they got a real barn burner going in Brandon. Meanwhile, 9 games being played in the National Hockey League. Let's bring you up to date on some of that action. How about the Capitals? In the U.S. Air Arena, retiring Rod Langway's jersey. Langway's jersey hanging from the rafters. I don't know why they didn't do this a few years ago, but first period, Sanko Cueva goes to Shane Corson, the one-timer. It's 1-0 Montreal. What a season Corson's having. Habs tried again. Cueva to Corson. Only the goalie goes off him and in 2-0. The Caps, though, get one back. Steve Konowalchuk with a shot. The rebound goes to Richard Zednik. Zednik cuts into that lead. He makes it 2-1. It is now currently 3-2 for the Canadiens. Corson with the deuce, Bure with the other goal in that hockey game. Another score to pass along to you. Ottawa, they're currently down 2 to Detroit. We'll see you a little later on.
In the dark when it comes to getting jobs done? Not anymore with the new Bossman Light Driver 2, the screwdriver with a built-in flashlight. It sheds light on household tasks and gives you a free hand to get the job done right. Don't keep yourself in the dark. Look for the new Bossman Light Driver 2 at these stores today. Makes a great Christmas gift.
One of Canada's premier sporting events and the crown jewel of curling returns to Canada's curling capital. The 1998 Labatt Brier in Winnipeg, March 7th to 15th. Just about the time you need a break from winter. Our Brier breaks start at just $100 for a complete weekend. For tickets, call or visit Select a Seat and start making plans now for the curling experience of a lifetime.
For goodness sake, take a Brier break.
I've got some great ideas for a website. We could have a spinning logo or a flaming logo.
You know what would be a great idea? If people with PCs anywhere could order our products, and that was all tied together, inventory, billing, vendors, you know, the works, then that would change everything.
I don't know how to do that.
Reminder, we're with you Thursday morning, bright and early, 9 a.m. Eastern Time. It's round 8 for the men. And make a note, 8 local time. That's an hour earlier if you're coming to the Keystone Center. Bodogh, Stoughton, both of them at 4 losses, cannot afford one more. Thanks, grandmas, for babysitting. I'm sure grandmas love it. Although, Ray, you might want to ask who the grandmas are. You might be able to use them sometime. Update, Scheirich and Law, final stone for Kelley Law out of Richmond. This a hit against 2 Scheirich stones. And the reigning BC champ will sit right there for 1, so she has a 5-2 lead over Scheirich. As they go to the 5th end break, Scheirich is at 4 losses. We've reached the midway point of this women's 8th draw. Schmirler with the hammer by 1 over Bodogh as they start the 6th. That's our featured game. Merklinger to have last rock. Lalaberty up by 2 on Allison Goring. Manitoba could bring Borst back and hand her a 4th loss. So now you're caught up here in women's play at these Olympic curling trials on TSN.
Introducing the Dodge Ram Quad Cab. As the only extended cab with 4 doors, it's remarkably easy to get into.
That was close. Too close.
And just as easy to get out of.
Yeah, well, I hear the new sound system's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you know, as far as I'm concerned, it's the big screen that makes all the difference.
There's no place like home to watch a movie when you discover the future of home theater at Future Shop. Whether you need an audio system for your big screen TV, a big screen TV for your audio system, Future Shop specialists can deliver and set up right in your home. Talk to the home theater specialist at Future Shop.
Next show, midnight.
Discover the future. The home theater specialist at Future Shop.
I'm making this up as I go along. Which way do I turn? I'm not really sure. But I've had some help. So I know we'll make it. One step at a time.
We take the time to understand what really matters in your life. Investors Group.
When back pain begins to cramp your style, ordinary pain relievers often aren't enough. Doctors and pharmacists recommend Robaxacet. It combines 2 active ingredients, one to relieve your back pain, the other to relax your tense back muscles. Now available in extra strength. Robaxacet, helping you walk away from back pain.
The 98 Ford World Curling Championships will be in Kamloops, BC at the Riverside Coliseum. Beautiful building. April 4th through the 12th. That's the number to call for ticket information. The 98 Ford Worlds. Let's take a look at the numbers after 5 with Linda.
We've seen a really interesting game, 2 ends of fairly open play, and then they went at it. The 1 steal, of course, by the Merklinger team, and 2 nice draws, both against 3 by both skips. But it is the draw percentage on the Klybrink side that is a little bit lower. And we're starting to see the aggressive play, and we said all along, if you're going to play that way, you have to get those draws into position. So that may be the key for the Kleibrink team in the second 5 ends.
Wow. Audrey Frey. Shannon Kleibrink wants to make sure.
I think that's out.
She might be able to ask for a measure. If they're not sure, they are permitted to measure for just free guard zone stones. They want the clocks to stop and a measurement made on that stone.
Turn our clock off. We need to measure that biter, and our clock's been running for like a minute.
Well, a minute, maybe not.
They'll just run the red one longer, probably.
It actually looks out to me.
There is the yellow band just outside the blue that is actually part of the circle. That makes it a little difficult. And of course, our view from above maybe a little bit different than you might see right over top of it.
Where is he going?
Do they only have one stick? They might just have the one stick here in the
A little handier.
Keystone Center.
This is the only time you are permitted to measure during a game, and that's to see if the free guard zone stones are in. If they're in, of course, they can be removed. Otherwise, they cannot.
Now don't move it.
So that must be as close as you can get without touching the circles.
There wasn't much as a paper.
Actually, I kind of like that call.
And with the
Let's just go
4-rock rule, you can't remove opposition stones, of which the red stone is for Klybrink, until after the first 4 stones have come to rest, if they're in that zone.
And for those of you wondering, they haven't started the yellow clock yet, so they're adding time on now as Joanne Sipka throws her stone, and now time is in.
Hurry hard! Hurry, guys! Hurry, 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 hurry! Where's she? Room. Room, top 4. Make it good. Hurry, hurry, hurry! Clean, clean, clean. Doesn't fudge here. Nice throw.
Sorry, Joe. Ready? Just here.
T-line.
Audrey Frey.
Whoa, off.
T-line.
Whoa, right off.
Lots of room, obviously.
Lots of weight.
Where are you?
No,
We're there. Make sure you're here.
We're there.
T-line. T-line only. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
It's there.
Okay.
It's there.
Sit. Sit, babe. Shot, Audie. Nice shot. Normal?
Okay.
Shannon works for Labatt's Alberta Brewery.
Whoa. Right off. Control. Right off. Go. Roll away. Roll away.
With the Merklinger team having last rock, they're making a play on the red one with weight.
Hard. Hurry. Hard,
Wanted
hard,
to roll
hard, hard.
behind the guards, but
Okay.
everything goes.
Just go here. Okay, here. No, throw 3. Throw 3 and bump this. Just a bump.
Patting Ignite is employed by Health Canada.
Back 4.
Back 4, Maggie. Whoa.
Close. Close. Weight's coming out, T. Close. Real close. Close. Yep. Whoa.
A little rub.
Right back. Hard. Okay. It's so.
Like the same weight?
They definitely seem to be having trouble putting the broom down for those tap shots. The back 8-foot weight ones just go a little bit straighter than draw. They're having trouble with the ice.
Right off. Close. Little more. Close. Yes! Hurry!
Sipka, Backer. Little roll too. Nice looking shot.
I'll say, great shot. They know that spot pretty well. There's a track down there, and it runs down there pretty well. We heard them talk about it earlier.
That's fine.
And as I've said before, sometimes these hits are the easiest thing in these areas where you have a little bit of a track. You can broom the ice tightly, throw the good normal weight, and get the roll.
And playing the tap back here.
Whoa, whoa, wait for it. Not yet.
Not moving either.
Close, it's coming. Close.
Whoa.
Yep. Right up. Hard, take a shooter, honey. Right over, hard. That's fine. Nice shot. Nice shot.
I think I like this. Like 8 foot. At least full 8. Right here is perfect. Is it better to be deep, like 4 foot than 12 foot? Okay. Well, because they got the angle on this side. What's the weight then for that? 14? Okay. Don't jump it.
Glennis works for the firm of Burnett, Duckworth, and Palmer.
And they are talking about this spot maybe gliding a little more easily than others, so she has to be careful with the weight. It might be as close as 14 seconds at the hog line for the perfect draw.
Where is she? Rub. Rub. It's already rubbing. Whoa, no, don't touch it. No line. Hard, Shannon, hard. Hurry.
It's close to the right weight, maybe just a little bit light, but the line was the problem.
Merklinger, playing Red Stones, does have the hammer here in 6 and leading 3-2. Teresa wanted to say hello to everyone at her TD Bank branch.
Hard! 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 Guys, hard! Hard! Shot! Thanks.
The inside corner freeze on that. Yeah, okay. Let her know the weight.
That or this?
No. Even if we corner freeze on that red one. Yeah, that's not bad. Here's good. Just outside the house. Okay.
There's the call.
So that would be, if I threw that weight on this side, that would be still 8 foot?
Yeah, that would, yeah.
Okay.
I don't think the hit and roll wasn't a bad call either. I think I would have been tempted to play that maybe, but
Yeah, I don't know if they're unsure of the ice, but it looked like a lot of room to make the little roll.
Whoa! Gotta move! Close! Whoa, Joe! Hard! Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Get over there. Atta girl.
good shot.
Well, at least the line's good.
Glennis, can you go down the edge of the path, please? Glennis, do you mind going down the edge of the sheet? Because we can't call the line. Okay. Control.
Oh, she's walking down the middle of the sheet.
Teresa Breen.
Yep. Yep. Hard. 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 Hard, guys, hard.
Frey and McKnight got the line, run it back,
That's
catch
fine.
anything.
Grab, guys. Yeah. That's all right.
Update for you, Manitoba against Borst as they play 6-3-1. It's Manitoba out of Halifax leading Borst from the Otwell Curling Club in Edmonton. Borst in that bunch of four that sits with 4 wins and 3 losses coming into this 8th draw of women's play. Drawing against 2 around the top 12 and to the one at the back to score 1. So Manitoba will have a 3-2 lead going to the 7th and the hammer 2.
first objective with this one is to get it in the right line to block the hole to shot rock.
Clean. Whoa. No. Clean. Close. Yep. Quick. Hard. Hurry. Whoa. Yeah.
Okay. That's good, guys.
Kevin Martin
Gonna take a
and
drive.
his wife,
Good.
Shannon there.
Still didn't line up that other.
No.
He'll be playing David Smith in the next draw
He's very fast.
as he tries to keep himself alive.
You remembered that.
Yeah. Or high. Yeah. You got to play it on the nose. Okay.
Not last.
Oh, touch more. Yeah. Touch more. Just control. Yeah. Touch more.
She's the head of the Canadian Canoe Association.
I'll be control to normal right in there, okay? Because it finishes pretty good at the end, guys.
Says get on it. Oh, good call. Enough to move it all the way.
Nice
yes.
shot.
And so shot stone is Merklinger. Good call by Teresa Breen.
Jeez, a hair more, eh?
I think we're shot.
Yeah.
Well, if it was a hair different, it would have meant the rock rolled further, but nice shot. Got the rock to spill off the forefoot.
Where are you hitting it?
Three red stones in front in good position.
Nose, eh? Yeah.
Things looking a lot better
on this
right
side.
now.
Yeah. Yeah, and then this one will squirt in here a little bit.
Oh, the sheet in. Okay.
Oh, I know. Kind of
I already mentioned it to the official.
I think normal. Normal? I think so. You don't think I'll move at all? Well, we can't afford to hit it straight back, that's for sure. We got to hit it right here.
Just on the
Just clear
outside,
this
as
when
she
we make
said.
it. Why can't we afford to hit it straight back? Well, because then this one squirts out in the open, theirs rolls in for second shot.
Nah, they won't roll in. Well, okay, we want to hit it right here.
Yeah.
So
just off the middle of the rock, yeah.
Well, she's right about the one thing. She doesn't want to roll the other red stone in, that's for sure. And if she does hits it...
On your high side, Joe. A half on your side would be good.
Just
I think it's going to move here closer to center.
Come
Do you
across
think?
the face a little bit.
A little?
normal. Yep. Whoa.
Shannon Klybrink.
Close. Yeah.
Come across the face if she can.
Hurry. Whoa.
There it is. And she's lying too. Nice shot, Shannon Klybrink.
Good job.
She called it right, and she made it. She got it on the right angle, came across the face a bit.
It's a beauty.
It was a beauty.
Gotta like it.
The yellow one was left in good position, the shooter.
Intern bump. Yeah, I drew that way. In the fourth end.
Oh yeah, you're on the side lines. I don't really like the intern bump. I like the outturn on
No, the outturn bump finish is too hard. Okay.
Okay, whatever you like.
The intern bump will finish. The intern will finish on this side of the line.
Okay.
Okay. Like we can go. Eh? Yeah. Well, that guard's pretty tight, eh? We need to play it this way. Well, she throws it with a straight rock, though.
Threw it with her second one, too. Whatever you like.
I like this way. Okay. Just T-line weight, Trees.
I think it's too tight to play the out turn. I think Anne's right here.
It's very scary, too, because there is that spot that runs for a while before it makes its break. She doesn't want to play anywhere near the red guard, the longest one. She wants a clear path to the rock she's raising.
Well, if you're absolutely guaranteed that it would sit on that line all the way down, you could play that. But I think you got
I like this way.
a little better chance this way.
T-line weight, okay, guys?
There's possibly an in-turn draw on the wide side, but I don't think she wants to go wide on these. I think they feel they know the ice, the weight better down these spots.
Okay. Yeah, and I think this is maybe the
so
easier
you're
of the
thinking
two shots,
nine
too.
to T? You're thinking 9 to T-ish? 8.5 to T?
And even if it comes across the face a bit, if she has enough weight, it'll come back onto the red or the yellow that are frozen together and might spin off in behind some stones.
Yeah, you would have been back 8.
The key is to get to the face of it, for sure.
A terrific shot by Shannon Kleibrink has her line 2 without the hammer. Final stone from Anne Merklinger here in the 6th.
And probably about 13.5 seconds for the tap.
We need a rub. Whoa, off.
That's a little strong. We'll need to tap.
Off her own, a little rub.
Will it sit?
Sitting time. No, it'll go too far. Go too far for 2.
You moved this rock. And I think it was going to touch it. Yeah, it was.
Well, here we go now. Let's take a look at this.
The stationary rock.
Teresa Breen thinks that Shannon Kleibrink on her trying to get out to brush the stone may have touched the yellow stone at the back of the 8. Let's have a look now.
She hit it, but it didn't even hardly move. Well, she moved it like that far.
That much? No.
Get out. You guys were standing here.
Yeah. Let's have another look here. How much she would have touched it by.
She was sweeping a rock. It's their call, but she hit this. You hardly moved it, Shannon. And I barely touched it. Yeah.
I did not see if I don't sweep it, it just doesn't do anything.
Sorry? She did touch it, but she maybe moved it
a millimeter. Like I barely.
Wow.
I was
these
sweeping.
light
so
brooms.
light. Like I just touched it, but I don't even think it barely moved.
Look at the white between the stone and the blue at the back now as it comes in now, and see if that white changes between that yellow stone and the blue.
It's a tough one. Sorry?
Did that change any?
She did touch it, yeah.
I didn't see anything happen that was
going through anyways.
looking like the stone moved.
I wasn't going to touch it.
The official will check with the observer to see if they were able to see the rock as it was coming by. Of course, the question is, if it was moved, it might have changed the path of the running stone.
Oh, yeah. Missed the rock by about that much.
It's a very difficult situation. Nobody's really sure.
Our honest official could see from her vantage point that the rock would have been by. It would not have touched. Therefore, the moving of that stationary stone really didn't affect the running stone. Therefore, the running stone is good where it is. And that's last rock of the end. So the by and large, the way the trucks are valid the way they said.
I disagree with that.
Hold it a sec. No. She did the error, not us.
She did the error. We're the non-offending team.
We're the non-offending team.
Yes.
Okay? We are able to put the rock where we think it would have gone, are we not?
Only if the placed stone would have affected the course of the running stone. Our on-ice observers saw it and indicated.
Well, she just asked, and she said that she didn't see it.
She said she didn't see the rock move, is what she said.
Well, I was standing right here. That's why she couldn't see it. It was going to touch it.
One moment.
Yeah, why don't you check the ruler?
Can we go?
Judy.
Huh?
Can we do like football and go upstairs? Like I know it touched it, but I don't think it.
I don't think it would have just heard that front rib. Okay. And it would have come straight
The
back.
question is, we don't know if there was a violation of the rule. We don't know if the stone was moved over.
Our on-ice official confirms the rock would have gotten by. Therefore, the rocks are valid as they stand.
Okay.
Going to yellow.
All right,
Can't
now
they go
this
upstairs
is
for a replay?
by magnification. Does it touch? Does it move it enough?
Really bad. They gave us 2.
hood back. Now, is that going to slow it down that dramatically? There does look to be contact made, but the question is,
They got 2 yellow, and we're going to play the next one.
would have done anything? On-ice officials says it wouldn't. That's the ruling. It's a steal of 2 for Kleibrink, and she has a 4-3 lead. We're coming down to the time when every point could mean a chance at gold.
My daughter is a ski instructor and has to drive 100 kilometers to work. One day it was so snowy she couldn't see but 2 feet in front of her face when this car spun out ahead of her. She kept control while the car behind her went into the ditch. It was only because the car had Blizzaks that I let her drive alone. Even if the Blizzaks were $1,000, they would be worth it for my daughter.
Blizzak by Bridgestone, the winter tire that sticks to ice.
There's a new German-engineered performance sedan that's sneaking up on everyone. And while it may not surprise you to learn that it's also a luxury sedan, the fact that it's a Cadillac just may. Katera, the caddy that zigs.
Spend an intimate evening with Anne Murray live as you've never heard her before.
So, darling, save the last dance for me.
An extraordinary collection of all your favorites, done in a special new way, with new songs and superstar guests. An intimate evening with Anne Murray live, the perfect holiday gift on CD and cassette.
Rayovac Renewal is the first alkaline battery that can be recharged. And that could save you hundreds of dollars. So this holiday season, give the gift that gives something back all year long. Rayovac Renewal. Pick up our power station in a store near you.
Welcome back to the Keystone Center and our continuing coverage of these Olympic curling trials, the 8th women's draw, as we go to the game between Scheirich and Kelley Law. 5-3, the team from British Columbia, from Richmond, leading. Scheirich from the Granite in Saskatoon, and the final stone coming up from Kelley Law, playing Yellowstones, as she is drawing against 2. One biting top 8, one sitting back 12. Law at 4-3 coming into this draw. Scheirich at 3-4. Sherry Fraser, Christine Jurgensen, the brushers. Marla Geiger calling the line at 3rd. And to the back one, to sit one. And so it's a 6-3. Law lead over Scheirich after 7.
It was definitely by it. It wasn't going to make any difference to it.
Scheirich to have the hammer, playing 8. Elsewhere, Sandra Schmirler scored 2 and 7 to take a 5-3 lead over Marilyn Bodogh. That's our featured game, and that big steal of 2. How that stands out now as Shannon Kleibrink continues to talk about it with her coach and 5th. Connie Lalaberty with a steal of 4 against Allison Goring, up 7-2 as they play 8. There's our update of Law and Scheirich. And Borst and Matatol. Mary Matatol with 2 and 7 with a 5-2 lead over Kathy Borst, playing 8. Here at the Keystone Center in our coverage of these Olympic curling trials, the women will play just 1 draw on Thursday. The men will play twice.
Little extra.
The last end was very difficult. None of us like to see that situation, and the official, I think, handled it as well as possible. They went to the person that was observing. The two things that have to be considered: was there a violation? Was a stone touched? The answer was yes, clearly. Second point is, did the stone that was touched alter the course of the running stone, i.e. did it move out of the way in this case? And because there was a difference of opinion, they went to the observer, who said that they did not think that was the case. If it was the case, the non-offending team, the Merklinger team, would have been given 3 options. But when it wasn't the case, the rocks stay the way they were and the score is counted. But none of us like to see that. That's a very difficult situation to resolve.
Well, and we had the added advantage of seeing it, you know, in slow motion and uptight, and as you say, Linda, the infraction was, you know, was clear. She said, I hit it, I touched it, but I didn't move it. And then, as we saw it a number of times, it wouldn't have altered the course of that stone.
You made the point, though, while we were in commercial break, Ray, that in fact, had they called it a little differently, the brushing on the throw, they may have got the rub and the roll in. I mean,
but that's just something. I mean, that's a hard thing to do. I mean, they still don't know how hard it was hit. If it curls another inch, it just curls a little less. It chips the front one and rolls, spins in, but that's a whole different matter.
Joanne Sipka as we play 7.
All right, guys, hurry. Right up. Nice throw, Joanne. Atta girl.
Manya, that is communication. Like at about hogline area, if you can say it's definitely heavy, then the holder of the broom can then say, well, okay, let's hit it a touch on the outside and try and get the little spin off, you know.
And that was the one benefit we had watching the rock clock. We saw the hogline to hogline time was too short. That means the stone is running too quickly. And you're right, if they'd known that for sure, they might have been able to change that stone by ticking it a bit.
And you add that to the fact that we never make a mistake up here, because we're not out there.
It's much easier.
It's so easy, yeah, of course.
Quiet.
To comment on something like that, I mean, the call of the stone, running stone, on all those kind of things is so difficult.
Well, there's just a 1-point difference in the game, so if Anne's team can just regroup after that last end, lots of time left to score some points here.
Normal. No.
Throwing normal takeout.
Right off. It hasn't moved an inch from where she threw it. Nice throw, Shannon.
That would hit the rock to the bumper and bounce off a little bit. That's what we call normal takeout.
Patty McKnight.
Control. Quinn. Little up. Whoa. Quinn. Whoa. It's a little up, I think. Quinn. That's it. Nice shot, Patty. Shot.
Same weight. Same weight, Shan.
Yeah, this is when she's got to shake it off. Does she realize that there's still 4 ends to play?
Clean. Clean. Yup. Clean. Yup. Normal. Clean. Atta girl.
Just a reminder, when we were kings, the story of Muhammad Ali. Fight in Zaire, December the 9th, 8:55 p.m. Eastern Time. It is the North American premiere.
Right up. Quinn. 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 Nice shot,
And George
Patty.
Foreman just recently fought, I guess, a couple of days ago, and has decided now that's enough. Ali and Foreman.
Normal.
Maybe not be a bad idea just to play this end up and down for Anne and just
to get
calm everything down.
Yeah.
Glennisbacher.
No. Control it. Whoa, right off. Right off.
Are you where you want to know? Okay, girl. Oh, go here.
No, I think I just keep hitting. I think she thought about freezing to that, but that's a tough freeze with the stone in front of the tee line and way over to the side.
Breen. Yep. Whoa,
Teresa Breen.
Whoa. Whoa, right off.
Well, as we mentioned earlier in the show, I mean,
Whoa, no.
Anne knows how to play offensively, and I think
That's it. Nice shot,
that's exactly what she'll do. She gets through this end and maintain the last rock. She'll take a run in 8. I'd be surprised if she didn't.
Up and down the sheet here in 7.
Right off. Clean it. Got it, girl. Nice throw, Glennis.
Now, if you've been with us the entire week, you know that we've been following the story of these grandparents and the possible birth of their grandchild. And, well, congratulations. David James Clark. Wow. Congratulations to the Clark family.
Oh, not yet.
No, glad to hear everyone are doing well.
All the way. Yep. Nice shot, Teresa.
Nice. Yeah, normal. It's normal, guys. Nose is good.
It's an important game for both teams, but I think more so for this lady and her team out of the Calgary Curling Club, sitting at 3 losses.
Yep. Hurry, guys, hurry!
Especially with 2 more draws tomorrow.
Hard! Hurry!
Or 1 draw, pardon me.
Right up, hurry hard!
With so many teams so close, you really can't afford to fall back at this stage. And Shannon's team losing that game earlier today against Kathy Bohr. Such a tight game, a well-played game.
Just control. That's good. Don't want to hoop you in the ankle. Just control.
You can hear a hint of a cold in Anne's voice. She and Allison Goring and a few others have suffered from the sniffles this week. It's tough.
Clean. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, it's tracking. Whoa.
Whoa, whoa.
Whoa, right off.
Cut.
Roll the shooter back the other way.
Shot.
Yeah.
So they're getting a good look at the ice here in this 7th end.
Same thing, guys.
She's the youngest skip here. 29-year-old Shannon Kleibrink.
Whoa, 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 whoa. One only. One only. Just one. Whoa, whoa.
Youngest female skip here.
Okay.
That's true.
So a chance to blank.
Let's cross the face, okay, guys?
Merklinger and her team have won $16,500 this curling season, qualifying in all 5 of the events they played. And as Linda mentioned, both these teams qualified through regional bonspiels. Merklinger winning the Sask Power Classic,
Clean all the way.
while Klybrink was a winner of a Calgary qualifier.
Whoa.
There goes the shooter to blanket. Here in 7. So it remains 4-3. Kleibrink in front. Merklinger still has the hammer when they play 8.
The official didn't see it.
Now let's go live to the game between Mary Manitoba and Kathy Borst as they play the 8th. 5-2. Manitoba from Halifax leading Borst of Edmonton. And the team from the Otwell in Edmonton does have the hammer. Manitoba appears, Linda, to be lying 1. I'd suggest 1 edge of the 4 foot at about 8 o'clock.
I think it is the red stone that is shot rock, and Mary just drew the stone top 12 foot, trying to block the path for that raise to come over and remove the red stone in the house. Kathy is playing the raise, but I'm assuming she's playing this quietly.
Yeah, it was a nice shot by Mary. She got it right into the perfect spot that so Kathy couldn't play that raise onto the red stone and possibly be in a position to be lying 3 or to score 3. I guess this is the last rock of the end.
Boy, Manitoba's had quite the day. She came in at 1-5 against 5-1 Schmirler this morning. Battled her to the 10th, tied 4, and then she gave up the steal of 2 in 10 when her draw was heavy to give Schmirler the win. And now against another of the contenders playing Borst. Very tough. Final stone, Kathy Borst. Angle raise back and didn't have the angle. Heather Godfredson will have a look. Is it 1 red? We believe so.
Yeah, it was too bad Mary curled a great game. They curled a terrific game against Sandra Schmirler, and then she had a draw to the nothing in front, draw to the 4 foot for the win, and just threw it a little hard and never gave it a chance.
Heather Godfredson confirms it is 1 red. Another steal of 1 for Mary Manitoba. She's up 6-2.
Up the sleigh, Santa. This baby holds 20 sleigh loads. Think of the savings.
I'm a sleigh guy, Scrooge. Besides, I saved plenty already at Canadian Tire. Mastercraft's 14.4 volt drill is quite a deal at just $149.99. Not to mention this sturdy 4-gallon shop vac, only $46.99.
Breaker 19, this is Big Daddy Christmas. Would you come to... Big Daddy. Over.
Canadian Tire lets you give like Santa.
And save like Scrooge.
Every day, people have financial concerns. At Manulife Financial, we're helping millions of Canadians find real answers, creating flexible solutions to help you face the unexpected. In fact, Manulife is probably helping someone you know right now. Manulife Financial, helping you make better financial decisions.
There's a new German-engineered performance sedan that's sneaking up on everyone. And while it may not surprise you to learn that it's also a luxury sedan, the fact that it's a Cadillac just may. Katera, the caddy that zigs.
He's taken you to thrilling, emotional heights. Now, Michael Burgess, the acclaimed star of Les Miserables, releases his debut album. A Place in the Sun features 5 exceptional new songs and magical versions of well-known favorites. A passionate performer whose stunning voice is thrilling audiences across Canada. Michael Burgess. In stores now or call toll-free.
Welcome back to the Keystone Center, this women's 8th draw of play. And on sheet A, an important game, Marilyn Bodogh at 4-3 against Sandra Schmirler, currently on top of the standings at 6-1. And this is the final stone for Marilyn Bodogh. Trailing 5-3. And this, Linda, is a draw for 3.
She set the end up very well, playing freezes in the 4 foot area. The 2 red stones are right in there, and the 3rd one will come in as well.
Right up on top. So the Battle of world champions. Right now, the edge is to Bodogh as they go to 9. Kleibrink is on top, 4-3.
Clean. Got it, girl. Nice throw, Shannon.
We mentioned that Ann was probably going to try and blank that last end, which she was able to do, but unfortunately the first stone at the end, of course, came into the ring. Shannon Kleibrink throwing that one. The second one attempted to be a corner guard, and it also came in. That gave the Kleibrink team a chance to play a hit on it. Ann's now trying to generate the offense in the house, tapping things back, but of course that's difficult, and you hope to get those free guard zone stones out in front.
Patty McKnight.
Whoa. How much?
I mean, that's the cardinal sin, isn't it? I mean, at this point in time, it happens, but...
And I was mentioning early in the game, it is a little bit faster coming this direction than going away. At least that's what it appears, and that's what we're hearing from the players. So this is the direction you have to make sure with those guards that you don't drive too quickly from the hack.
I don't think we can do much with it.
Let's do it, Shannon.
Very nice shot there.
Right here would be good.
No. Shannon, it's better to be short or to bump it.
What?
Better to be short or bumping.
Short.
Okay.
Glennis is worried about getting them too close together.
Just in front of it, Shannon. They're doubles here.
Leaving an easier raise back. Just saying either get separation by leaving it short or tapping them. You can see Ann Merklinger does have last rock and is really trying to get something going here in the 8th.
Wait only. Line's good. 12 foot. 12. Hurry. 12 foot on its own.
Shannon Nemo.
Bumping. That's okay. Hurry. Big bump. Hurry. Hey, that's good.
Is that what we wanted? If we bump it harder, we can...
Just throw back 8, Patty. Back 8. Just go here. Back 8.
So where right key line on that one? Top 4.
Queen, how much? Back 8. Close. Whoa.
Back 8.
Close. Go. Nice rock, Patty.
Shot.
Yellowstone still shot stone. That belongs to Klybrink, but second and third now. Red stones are there possibly for the using by Merklinger.
It's through the hole. Hole here is good.
Is there?
Normal.
Not the ideal situation, I would suspect, if you're trying to come back this kind of game, is it?
For Ann, it's tough to generate points in the 4-foot like this, but they've made a couple of opportunities to get something going. Now, of course, the Kleibrink team is going to try and move these stones out without jamming them, and Ann has to hope for a mistake.
Yep. Whoa. Right off. Needs to bend. Gotta move. Nice shot.
Bonus coverage comes your way Thursday morning here on TSN from these Olympic curling trials. The men are on the ice twice. You'll see the 8th draw, 9 a.m. Eastern time. And if you're in the area, make a note. It's an hour earlier than your tickets might say. It's 8 a.m. here at the Keystone Center. Bodogh and Stoughton both at 3 and 4. And so a loss by either of those two teams would likely eliminate them.
Line's better. Right to it. Wait only. Right to it. Right to it. Whoa.
Girl, dude.
That's good. Nice shot, Teresa.
Well, it's the end that Ann wants to try and get her extra point. Lots of rocks in play.
This is good.
other turn do? Okay. A little less weight.
They've played a lot of these interns down here. They should know pretty well what it does. Dennis is a little concerned about the turn, but...
Whoa! Whoa! No, really gonna have to move right off.
Really drove from the hack.
Yeah, close.
Yeah, she whipped it back. She just really whipped it back, too.
Clean. Close. Whoa. Yep. Roll it hard, Joe. Roll it hard. Green.
Good shot. Fine shot.
It was tough not to leave something behind the tee line.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad considering I was kind of all good shot. Gibbled on that one. Were you? A little bit.
Oh, no, go here. Just here. Okay?
That's the call. Keep forcing it.
Teresa Breen. The last of the third stones here in this eighth.
Right off the line.
Oh.
Ton of line, guys.
Ton of line.
Whoa.
Means it's hanging out a little bit. That's what they found in this spot, and then it will start to move.
Wait only.
They got to get it to there. They got to get it down there, though. They can't be short with it.
Go if you can. Hard, right up. Right up, hard. Hard, 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 right up, hard. Nice shot. Let's grab.
Oh, we're 1-2 right now.
Are we?
Yeah.
Oh. What happens when she slams that, though? She maybe get two? Comes in off that?
She won't get this one.
No?
No.
But it could come off the back of this. Like this goes here,
It
here,
won't
off
come.
the back of that.
It won't come back straight enough, I don't think.
Is the double there?
What about if you set one here?
That's pretty good.
What happens when if she slams
right
this
in
one? Will it
right there.
come off of this one? Will
Yeah,
that
then I guess we
definitely
leave her
go?
this.
And will it come over here?
Well,
Kinda like
Off the back of that was the question.
it's the only way we can really screw ourselves up, though.
Yellow are lying 2 right now.
Well, what's the worst thing? I guess we knows. What about a high guard?
Yeah, that's just what I was going to say. Put one up here.
I think so. I like that.
That looks better from up here, though.
It doesn't look bad, does
That
it?
slam looks better from up here.
Does it go? It goes onto the button at least for one. That slam.
That's totally
What about if you
illustrated.
just-
Make the double.
Yeah. What do you guys like?
We're not sure. The double might be there.
Yeah.
I like that.
I like that.
I
We're
like
sitting
pickage.
2 right now.
Intern pickage.
Yep.
Good. The only way we can really screw ourselves up is if we try to hit, I think.
Well, I can hit the inside of that for sure.
rock and it's no problem.
Yeah.
Deborah was talking
true.
about is hitting
We
this
can do
one
it. Oh, yeah,
on
we
this
can.
side here,
Okay, let's
driving
do
it that way, and coming across onto that.
What kind of weight? Just normal?
Normal. Okay. We threw this here before and got movement. Well, we're sitting 2.
Yeah, we are, but she's the long.
Yeah, you heard the word about control. The
True.
Redstones are in a position to be moved up.
Even if we lose that,
And that's
back
what
one,
makes
it's
you
not
nervous.
Bad. Roll it in.
Shannon analyzed that well, though. They broke it all down, looked at all the
Yep.
potentials.
Quick. Hard.
Shannon Kleibrink up 4-3 as we play here in 8.
Whoa.
Thought she'd get some movement there and up.
Great shot.
Beautiful. Great shot. Wonderful shot, Shannon Kleibrink.
It was a good call, too, Linda. It really was. You know, she couldn't afford to leave that stone there as far as I was concerned.
Actually made that look good. I wouldn't have minded.
So, excuse me, if you don't make the guard, they're looking at it again. If you don't make that guard, boy, all of a sudden you're looking at maybe giving up 3.
I wouldn't have played the guard. When they were talking about angling things in the house, that's maybe okay. Now, the only thing she does is leave a bit of a pocket, but if Anne makes the perfect shot here, you can still close her off by coming on top of it, and she's probably only getting 1. And that's the stage you're at in this game.
Yeah. Give her 1.
Yeah. Lots of line.
Lots of line. Whoa. Right off.
Wait only.
Gotta be here.
Better. Gotta be shot. T-line.
Audrey Frey, closest to the stone. Patty McKnight out in front.
To it. Whoa. To it. Whoa, let it finish.
Right up on top.
Good shot.
Just never curled. You can get that out of there now.
Geez, too much line, eh?
Yeah.
I can just curl another 6 inches over, and it's in a perfect spot.
A little less, a little more. Yeah. Same thing, guys. Yeah. A little row in would be good. Beak's not bad either.
No, just get it out of there. That's what you want to do,
Yep.
Shannon. Just get it
That
out.
was up a bit, wasn't it?
Good thrower.
As she delivers her final stone, we're peeking in at Manitoba and Borst
Yes, yes. Whoa.
as they play the 9.
Whoa. Whoa. Hurry. Hard.
Another great shot.
Well, that was the key. Just get it out of the rings.
Final stone for Borst. Kate Horn.
She's trying a tap. I think Redstone must be shot rock. They're waiting for it to move.
Kate Horn indicating the weight was up. Tap. Shooter hang around. One more turn. Harry Manitoba thinks it's out the back. It is just one, says Heather Godbertson. So Kathy Borst, maybe a little too much weight, maybe too much ice, but couldn't hold. The shooter had a chance for 2, settles for 1. Manitoba leads 6-3 over Borst. She has the hammer coming home.
Can't take much less for fear it gets to the center too quick.
It's a pretty nice looking house for the Kleibrink team. Everything on the one side of center line, so Anne has to be very precise with this draw.
Yeah, this is no gimme, this draw.
She's taken a little less ice because the last draw hung out, and then she's saying, have to make sure though we'd get by that top yellow one.
Line's good. How's the weight? Hard, guys. Line. Hard, guys.
Boy, Audrey Frey and McKnight have been on it right out of the hand. What's the time you get at the hog line, Linda?
Hurry.
Out comes Breen.
It's a little light. It's a little light.
Breen now. Everybody trying to drag it as far as they can. They're going to make the rings. They won't. Count them up. 4 yellow. The draw game fails her. And Merklinger. Shannon Kleibrink has reason to smile. She scores 4 here. She's up 8-3.
Good job, guys. It's a good end, guys. That was like...
Boy, Merklinger in a ton of trouble. Let's bring you up to date in a little NHL action. By the way, welcome to TSN tonight. 9 games on the slate. How about the Ottawa Senators? They were in Hockey Town, USA to face the mighty Detroit Red Wings. First period, Brendan Shanahan. He'll cut in. His quick shot beats Damian Rhodes. It's 1-0 for the Wings. Still in the first. Steve Yzerman. The centers for Darren McCarty. Redirects it past Rhodes. 2-zip for Detroit. Second period, it's Chris Draper.
Draper speeding into the Senators' zone.
Nowhere to go, so hit the brakes and then shoot it. He beats Rhodes 3-0 for the Red Wings. They continue to play. It still 3-zip in the third period of play. Montreal Canadiens in action tonight. It is now 6-5. They continue to lead the Caps by a goal. Shane Corson and Mark Recchi are absolutely red hot. Both have 2 goals apiece in that hockey game. When it comes to baseball news, big day for the Toronto Blue Jays as they signed Randy Myers and Darren Fletcher. That'll do it. Sports Desk at 11.
What's this? Huh? Oh, it's nothing. Nothing? No. Okay, it's a game, Jenga. But
How do you
please
play?
don't get started. You take a piece off the bottom, you put it on the top, but don't. Eat, talk, circulate. Don't play the game.
Come on, Charlie, you got the fastest hands in the room.
Food. Limbo contest.
Careful.
That's the best move I've seen you make all night, Helen.
The game anymore. It's important that we Alan! I wasn't playing. I swear.
Once you touch it, you can't keep your hands off it. He's taken you to thrilling emotional heights. Now, Michael Burgess, the acclaimed star of Les Miserables, releases his debut album. A Place in the Sun features 5 exceptional new songs and magical versions of well-known favorites. A passionate performer whose stunning voice is thrilling audiences across Canada. Michael Burgess. In stores now or call toll-free.
Welcome back to the Keystone Center as we see the final stone of the 9th end for Marilyn Bodogh against Sandra Schmirler. Tuck itself in neatly. And it's now Red Stones line 2, Bodogh line 2, leading 6-5 as they play 9, and the final stone for Sandra Schmirler coming up, and she has to draw full 4.
We talked about her draw weight earlier. Linda and I, she struggled with early, but she made in the 8th end to get the 3-ender. She made 2 absolutely perfect freezes, and that was a great shot right there, a good draw right there. So Sandra's going to have to bite the button with the other turn, and out-turn draw.
I'm sorry, Ray. And with Kleibrink scoring the 4 to take an 8-3 lead over Merklinger, this is where we will turn our attention and follow it through. Of course, we'll follow all the other games during this women's 8th draw.
Now that was a terrific shot Marilyn just threw to tap that yellow back. Sit 2. Even if Sandra gets this point, it'll still be tied coming home, and Marilyn will have last draw.
Marcy Gooderwright, Joan McCusker, they've got to get full 4. Jan Betger saying hasn't got a chance. Look at that. Now they'll have a look. Count them up. 2, says Kim Gillard. 2 red, and an 8-5 lead for Marilyn Bodogh. Schmirler in danger of losing her second. Bodogh keeping herself alive.
I thought you were going to just lean on it so hard. It's a good thing we just took that hair more ice in the second one.
Rayovac Renewal is the first alkaline battery that can be recharged. And that could save you hundreds of dollars. So this holiday season, give the gift that gives something back all year long. Rayovac Renewal. Pick up our power station in a store near you.
Yeah, well, I hear the new sound system's awesome.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, as far as I'm concerned, it's the big screen that makes all the difference.
There's no place like home to watch a movie when you discover the future of home theater at Future Shop. Whether you need an audio system for your big screen TV, a big screen TV for your audio system, Future Shop specialists can deliver and set up right in your home. Talk to the home theater specialist at Future Shop.
Next show, midnight.
Discover the future. The home theater specialist at Future Shop.
Coming up at midnight Eastern Time, 9 Pacific, WCW Nitro. Hollywood Hulk Hogan, Randy Macho Man Savage, the New World Order. Midnight Eastern, 9 p.m. Pacific. Updating Goring, Lalaberty as they play 9. Final stone for Connie. Goring is line 2. On the button. Drive it into the middle, might get them both, but she little off, gets 1. Goring, steal a 1 at 7-5. Lalaberty still has the hammer coming home and up by 2. As we turn our attention to the game between Bodogh and Schmirler, and that steal of 2 has Bodogh in front 8-5.
This game would be a huge boost for Marilyn Bodogh's team. They lost their first 2 to Kathy Borst and Ann Merklinger, and then the 5th game they played, they lost to Scheirich. But they have been playing better of late, and as you said, Ray, it's that key draw weight that Marilyn can bring to the game that they need for the big wins.
Well, we all know, we've watched her for a lot of years. You've certainly played against her for a number of years in the 80s, and when she gets draw weight, she really gets it. She knows where that little white button is. And
Jane Hooper-Perreault throws the first one through the Bodogh lead. Marcy Gooderwright trying to put up the guard.
And And with the 3-point edge, Marilyn won't even try the tick. She's just going to throw it through. We've seen a number of good ticks this week. The movement of the free guard zone stone over so that it's basically out of play, even though you haven't taken it so far out of play that you incur a penalty for doing so. And I think, Ray, as we go, teams are getting more and more used to finding the way to make that for their team. Some teams like to play it a certain way with a certain weight, but they're all coming to grips with how it works best for them. How do you play the tick?
We play across the face. And we've made a couple. Then usually hit the next one on the nose.
Those open peels that really get you, don't they?
We've been able to take some really well-established leads and move them into tie games.
Corey Beveridge.
Yes, hurry! 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 Good shot, Corey. Atta girl.
And you can hear the confidence coming back to this team, too. They've had some ups and downs over the last couple of years. Of course, a great up being 1996 when they won the Scott Tournament of Hearts and World Championships and played so well.
Joan McCusker. Now you look ahead, if Bodogh goes on to win this game, tomorrow in their final draw, Sandra Schmirler plays Allison Goring, who's presently down to Connie Lalaberty. Bodogh would play Law. You know, the potential is there for Schmirler. If she should lose, it comes back. And then a first place is determined by round robin record. And this is a big win for Marilyn Bodogh. She could potentially finish in first place by virtue of this win tonight.
It's still open. And first place is the bye to the final, as opposed to having to face the other team, second or third place team in the semis.
Corey Beveridge.
Yep. Hard! Hurry! 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 Hurry!
Oh,
All right.
Sits right there. So here are the standings coming into this women's 8th draw, and Schmirler alone in first place and in danger of losing her second. Merklinger in danger of losing her third, so she dropped to meet Bodogh. Kleibrink would stay there at 3 losses. Borst right now is losing. She dropped to 4. And then you can see, you know what, 4 losses might be too many on this women's side of these Olympic curling trials.
The difficult thing, of course, though, you can't really say, well, so-and-so plays so-and-so, and that's who should win, because every team here is capable of winning. And sometimes, actually, on the last day, we've talked about it before, the spoiler role happens because the team that is out of the playoff contention is relaxed and still comes out firing. It's a lot of pride at stake this week. So you never know what'll happen. And the other interesting thing is, you mentioned Marilyn Bodogh plays Kelley Law, and of course Marilyn Bodaugh's sister is on Kelley Law's team.
Yes!
Christine Jurgensen is the lead for the British Columbia champions. Kim Gillard.
Right up! Yep. Okay, that's good. That's good.
Bodogh without the hammer, trying to run Schmirler out of stones here in 10. Up 8-5.
Well, that rock of Sanders really dug in. You know, we have no idea. We weren't on this sheet. Whether that sheet, because it's closest to the stands, is maybe a little flatter, a little bit more frost. But it certainly, when she let it go, it looked like her weight was not too bad. They jumped on it immediately, mind you, so they may have had an inkling that it was light. But it certainly came to a halt quickly. A big steal at 2 points. Otherwise, it's a tie game going home.
Jan Betker. Schmirler and her team from the Kelley Club, the Caledonian Curling Club in Regina. Bodogh out of the St. Catharines Country Club. And right out the back, down by 3. You need them all to hang around. Kim Gillard,
Whoa, 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 whoa,
former
whoa.
world
Easy,
junior
easy,
champion.
Easy. Good shot, Kim.
Maritol and Borst. Maritol with the hammer and a chance to run Borst out of stones here in this 10th. And there it is. Congratulations to Mary Maritol out of the Mayflower in Halifax as she'll win it. The final 6-3 over Kathy Borst, dropping Borst to 4 losses at 4-4. Maritol 2-6.
Nice come around, but
Oh, no, it's quite this way. Yeah, we're coming the same way though.
just going to run off the Marilyn, just run off the front rock and then.
Here more for me. That's a good call when you have the
Sure it is.
3-point edge. Don't fool around with the back one.
Okay, guys, you'll wait.
Well, early in the week, her numbers were down in the 50 area, weren't they, at one point in time, Linda?
Well, she's been up and down all week.
Marilyn Bodogh's first.
That's all she requires.
Looking back, she's had 2 games in the 50% range and a couple of games in the 60% range, but her last game prior to this was 88%. So this may be the fact that she's back on track.
And now at 86 here. And leading 8-5 over Sandra Schmirler.
Open takeout to end the game.
And run the Schmirler team out of stones.
He's the kind you like to have. Any piece of this stone.
So 12.
Marilyn Bodogh looking to go to 5-3.
Thanks very much, Tony. Okay.
Yeah, that's Marilyn. Haven't seen that this week as she wins it 8-5 over Sandra Schmirler to go to 5-3.
Thanks, Sandra. Good game. Thanks. Thanks, Jen.
And Schmirler
Yeah, thank you.
at 6-2, and depending what happens with Merklinger, last time we checked, she's still down by 4. Sandra Schmirler will remain in first place.
Hey, Greg and Chris. Hey, Gabriel.
Hey, Kevin! I did the big one. I did the big one.
So 2 games remain. 3 are complete here in this women's 8th draw. As we sort our way through to the playoffs, one more draw to come. And it's Scheirich against Kelley Law, and it's 7-4. Law leading. Scheirich does have the hammer. Say down by 3. And Scheirich appears ready to be lying the shot stone at the top of the 4, biting the top of the button.
There's two yellow stones behind it, so it becomes a very difficult stone to remove.
They've called, Law team has called a timeout, and their coach, Lindsay Sparks, has come down to ice level.
If you hit it wrong, you'll kill one of the yellow ones at the back, and it brings into play a stone that's a red stone that's sitting at the back of the 12-foot. But you got to get it out of there. You got to hit it on the outside and get it out of there.
Hey, that's a win.
I know. And there you can see that stone that Ray was referring to, the red stone, Scheirich stone at the back of the 12. You kill those 2 yellows, suddenly Scheirich's lying 2. This is the final stone for Law coming up here in 10. She has a chance to end it if she can squeeze it out.
It's just going to draw, I think. That ice, obviously. Draw to the face of it. Be pretty difficult for Scheirich to get 3. Unless you angled it up, lined it up perfectly or something.
Law at 4-3. Probably knows that Bodogh has 1 to go to 5-3, so trying to keep pace. Boy, the deeper it comes, if it rubs off this red one, good stone.
Yeah, that's it. You're right, though, if it had rubbed off it, but even at that.
Well, look at the way it started out. Law with the steal of 4 in the second. You thought it was already over there, but then 1, steal of 1, and then they just trade punches back and forth until we get to this point, and it's up now 7-4. But that steal of 4 really killed Scheirich out of the gate.
Yeah, it really did, and Sherry had she had an open hit to hit the stick. Now, they're never easy, but I was really surprised at how much weight she threw at it. She threw pretty big weight at it, as opposed to just coming down and tapping it back when you're staring at 4. It's.
I mean, I got to hit the backside of this with firm weight.
She thinks she can hit the front one really thin. Come off here, and that would go there. The shooter would go on and hit this one here, which would drive it onto that. I don't know. Hopefully on that side and catch that one without jamming it onto that.
Kind of like the park, the park shot.
Yeah, you've got nothing to lose.
You got lots of time.
Hey, well, she's sitting at 4 losses, and this would be the killer for Scheirich and her team out of the Granite in Saskatoon. 4 would keep you alive at least. Final stone. And she has hummed it. Scheirich, Sandra Mulroney, Judy Leonard out in front. Just catch it.
She gave it a try.
Yeah, she did. She'll get her 1 to close it out. 7-5 the final score. Kelley Law will win it. Law goes to 5-3. Scheirich drops to 3-5. Still 1 game left on the ice here at the Keystone Center.
There's a reason a certain organization chose Plymouth Breeze for its people. Compared to Honda Civic, the Breeze offers a lot more car for the money. There's a larger engine, longer wheelbase, and plenty of room for kids, dogs, and all your stuff, which is important because it makes it real easy to pack up and go, especially when you're in a hurry.
I'm making this up as I go along. Which way do I turn? I'm not really sure. But I've had some help, so I know we'll make it. One step at a time.
We take the time to understand what really matters in your life. Investors Group.
So small, so light, it's always with you. It's the StarTAC cellular phone, and there's no better way to stay connected. Motorola, what you never thought possible.
Spend an intimate evening with Anne Murray live as you've never heard her before.
So darling, save the last dance for me.
An extraordinary collection of all your favorites, done in a special new way, with new songs and superstar guests. An intimate evening with Anne Murray, live. The perfect holiday gift on CD and cassette.
Welcome back as we watch the stone of Kleibrink, third Glennis Bacher.
Hard. Okay.
And so Merklinger down by 4, trailing 8-4. Kleibrink does have the hammer. But Anne Merklinger has to make them all count now. Teresa Breen, her second stone coming up here in this 10th.
How much? Whoa, whoa, close.
Got to steal all 4 at a time.
Yep. Whoa! Whoa. Where are you? Yeah, no, we're not quite. Okay.
That's better ice.
Well, this will put the finishing touch on it.
Ice last time.
Good team, Ray, this Kleibrink team.
Sure is. Well, you know, she came in here with the reputation of being a tremendous shooter herself, but she has some experience on her team at third, and it looks like a pretty solid front end, so she's a contender. She's shown everybody that she can play this game.
That's it. Out of stones, out of time, and Merklinger will lose it. 8-4, the final. Shannon Kleibrink wins it.
Okay, Glennis, thanks. Good game.
So Merklinger now is at 5.